What is good,
Let's get
y'all?
it started.
Welcome back, Anime Villains Podcast, episode 33. And first off, shout out Jedi, man. I know we late. I seen you waiting, man. Appreciate you if you here. But I already know you gonna pull up eventually. But first and foremost, appreciate all the likes, comments, subscribes, followers on everything, man. On Instagram, y'all really going crazy the most on Instagram, bro. On Instagram, we like doubled our followers. On YouTube now, we're at 80, close to that triple digits mark. And TikTok, we still doing good. It's like 120 something. Our most view post so far is on TikTok. That's like at 91K. So, yo, what's
Yo,
good, John? And what's good, Jed? I see you, bro. I would say started up, gang. Bleach drop peak. Hey,
Big John.
you
Come
seen the
on.
thumbnail,
Wait. Hey.
but you seen the
Hey.
thumbnail and you seen the title, man. This gonna be a heavy Bleach episode. But I'm here with my 2-1 for calls, man. Big Joseph and Big Hendo. How y'all feeling today, man?
Hey, man, we great this evening, man. Let's get to it.
Fantastic. Okay, Hendo, how you feeling, man?
But that's highly favored, man. We woke up. Hey, I can't wait to get my boys talk about this episode. And I know it's gonna be
Sir.
Bleach dominated episode, you know what I'm saying? But we got some other stuff low we can get into too,
Oh,
you know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
I
So
definitely got some good questions, some good stuff. I cooked up last time. But like I said, last thing first, I appreciate all the comments, man. That really means the most to me. The subs and likes, views a lot. But when I see people, dropping their opinion, sharing what they think, 'cause some people got more knowledge than us. Everybody got different point of views. So that's what we really made this for, of course, for us homeboys, so we could chop it up, but also in because the engagement. That's what I made it for. I love to just see y'all in the comments, see the different opinions. Y'all be arguing, debating in the comments. It's crazy. Like y'all be going crazy. But like I said, Bleach episode, but we're gonna get to the high low right quick. I gotta check up on y'all. Joseph, go and start it off, man. What's your high and low for the week?
How the week? Found out I'm probably gonna be graduating this semester. Let me see.
yeah, man.
Congratulations.
A low, dang,
Congratulations.
a low. My low. I started back running today, and that time was not good.
You
That
run
time
outside?
was not. Yeah, I ran
I
outside.
told you, bro. My shit been like I had like 2 extra
That time
minutes on
was
my
not
time. I've been
good.
running slow as hell. That's the heat, man.
It wasn't that hot. I ran at like 7:30 this morning.
Oh, I be running prime time. I be running like I be running. It's like
Oh, you crazy,
97. I be running with you.
bro? You crazy?
I probably check my Strava and see what degrees with it. But I be running. It was like 97, 96. The only day I didn't run was yesterday when it was like it says it's gonna be 1 degrees. I was like, nah, I'm good on that. So hey man, getting that work in, man. I just like it. During the moment I be dying, but I'm like, man, when the fall and winter come, my time gonna be
He
crazy. You know
cooking.
what I'm saying? It's gonna
That's
be
valid.
crazy. But sorry, go
Valid.
ahead and continue, man.
Nah, that was it. That's my low of the week.
Okay, okay,
My time
okay.
was low.
Okay, and John, I see what you said. I'm gonna ask them right after this. Hendo do his, but how about you, Hendo? What's your high low?
High of the week, man. High of the week. High of the week. Uh oh, my girl, she's in New York right now for the first
Okay.
time. And like she there with her pops, and like just seeing like the joy, like that really like kind of brighten up your day, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm really happy for her. That got me really excited. She went to like a Broadway play yesterday,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure y'all know like Corbin Blue and China Ann McClain, like they was the two
Yeah.
like
That's
stars
good
of the
script.
play.
Yeah,
She was able to like take pictures with both of them. Like
that's
they
that
signed
was
like
very
Oh,
respectful.
her little thing and like everything. So I was like, nah, that's dope, bro. So like that's the high. Like you can't even script up something better than that, especially like it's like a W side quest, W side mission. The low,
That's tough.
I say the low probably my homeboy. I mean it's a high, right? He was able to get a job in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm happy for my boy. I helped him move out. So he moved out last Saturday, but like that was the only dude that kind of came with me from
Down to
Houston
Midland.
here. To Midland. 'Cause I'm like 8 hours away.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the homie. We go to the gym together, we hoop together, we kick together, like
yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. So it's like that's tough. But my boy on the bigger and better things, man. Shout out my dog Kilby. I know he gonna make some shake, but that's probably low, helping him move out and stuff like that. No, I'm not gonna be able to see my boy that much.
And mine's
Damn.
quickly. Not thinking about that. I guess low, same thing has been for a couple weeks, like Joe said, the heat, man, the heat been killing me. I guess that to be my low and high. I just said that, but the heat been killing me. But my highs, I can't wait when fall and winter truly starts. I'm gonna be zooming, man, because I'm struggling through this heat. And it's hot as hell, man. And I'm gonna be mad as hell if it's one of those winter and falls where it's still hot. I'm gonna be pissed off. Hopefully, it's not like that. But Scrim, my boy Scrim jumped in. He said at the gym listening to y'all getting me right. Hey, man, we about to get into some good topics, so
Hey,
you
yes,
don't gotta,
sir.
so you can breeze through whatever you're doing
Mm.
and weightlifting. But John, I see you said
You getting them right, huh?
Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. John, he asked how y'all feel about Baki. I know Hendo love Baki. I read the manga a little bit, but I never really watched the anime. But go ahead and let John how you feel about Baki, Hendo. I already know you love it.
Hey John. Hey John, Baki get crazy. Me personally, I love Baki, right? You know, there's like a whole niche of anime that's like wrestling, boxing. Like to me, I
Martial
kind
arts
of put
stuff.
them in like the same little like category stratosphere, if you will. So like with regarding that, you got like your Bakis, your King and Astras, Hajime no Ippo. Like to me, like those are all in the same realm. Um, I never watched Hajime no Ippo because it is older and I know it's a little longer. Pause. I was like, I don't really know if I want to get into that, right? King and Ashra, they do a lot of CGI.
Oh, you should read the
I
manga
get
for
it,
that. The manga go
right?
crazy.
But like, I'm not the biggest fan of CGI anime. I can get tapped into the manga. Baki
It's
though,
fire.
that is like elite, like start to finish. Like Baki Hanma, like when he and I like seeing like the progression with him, right? So I know at first, he had to be like all the other like martial masters, right? Then he had to fight Biscuit, then he had to fight like Pickle, and now I know they got I forgot the sword
The one that
Masa.
the one that got unthawed with the ice.
Yeah, no, Musashi Miyamoto.
Oh yeah, I know.
Um, they had like, bro, like it's crazy. I love Baki. Like, it's honestly probably like one of my favorite. That's like my favorite. When I say fighting anime, I'm talking about like mixed martial arts. Like, that's like my favorite fighting anime, and it's really up there with me. If you want to consider like a sport, the only sport anime I low key got above that is like Haikyuu. I think that's better than Kuroko no Basket to me. Because like the
Yeah.
aura they just be giving off is crazy. I look like the narrator be glazing, usual like they kind of glaze Gojo and like JJK. Like so I love it. I rock with it. The only problem I be having with it now is that I feel like back now I don't want to say back in the day, but like whenever Baki was coming out with their seasons, it would be like 12 or 24 episodes, but it would be like a complete season in the sense of whenever it ends, you can tell like the arc is ending, right? Versus the last few things they kind of came out with, it more so feel like you're kind of just stopping like right smack dab in the middle of a movie or like the middle of the story. And it's like not really a clean stopping point. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Baki. Baki, like, man, that's one of my favorite MCs, bro. Like he get the hey, come on, bro. You get me goosebumps talking about it, bro. But yeah, shout out Baki. I love Baki, bro. I love Baki,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. John said he watched all of it. But yeah, Hinda, you need
Yeah.
to read. Yeah, the I never watched the anime for Kindergarten Omega or whatever
I ain't never seen the
because
anime
King
either.
and Asher.
I don't like CGI. But
Mm-hmm.
I read the manga like for a long time ago. They have like a second like a second series is out. That was pretty good. But the first original series, if the anime hasn't caught up to it, I say read the manga. The manga go like that's probably one of I fight like fighting manga. Like the art that's it go insane. It go crazy.
Hey.
But we already know we'll get into we get straight into it. No questions, no other stuff. We're getting straight into Bleach. Bleach TYBW. What is it? Episode 5.
Episode
This
5.
episode was peak, man. We seen Ichigo Bankai. We seen Orihime put on a generational performance.
Bro.
It was
Generational.
Bro.
crazy. So let's go and
Bro.
Generational.
start us off, Joseph. How you feel about this episode? And I can't wait till me and Hendo get to talk about this because it's gonna be different than what we usually do, Joseph. So where me and Hendo be like, oh man, we read the manga and it was like this, like this. But first, go ahead and let us know how you feel about this
Anime
episode,
only.
man. Your anime, yep.
First I would like to say this episode, I don't know if y'all think the same. The quality of the animation was crisp.
It was crazy good. Yeah.
Man, it was so
Insane.
crisp. They put so much
Jada
time
said that it
into
was
this
crazy.
episode. Um, First and foremost, where did we start? Where do I start, bro?
Just going to
Oh, it was
start.
like
Just going to
27
start from
minutes
the
of
beginning,
just
man.
straight getting to it. Straight 27 minutes of fights. So I believe we start off with Uryu's fight. That's where they was at first, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's not it. That's not where they was at.
No, they did.
No, you
Kind of
good.
like
You
That's where they
good.
was. Okay.
it wasn't. It didn't
It wasn't that
stick.
bad to me.
It didn't stick to as long, and it wasn't as long as the other one. I mean, as the
That's valid.
Yeah, it wasn't.
first
It
time. Yeah,
wasn't
so
as
it was
long,
like
but
quick stuff. So I wouldn't even mad about
it
that.
It's
was.
just
It
not
was
more
less.
info.
Yeah, it was less enjoyable. But I did like the animation of
But they
that,
haven't even
the
started the
scenes
actual
and
fight
stuff.
though, right? No, yeah, they still haven't. They still haven't even fall yet, right? Like the stuff in the manga, they haven't went over it yet, right? Because they didn't use
Ooh.
their abilities.
Yeah, they have. They fighting
Wait,
right
Uryu,
now.
what's her name?
stop
No,
talking, Diamond. Stop talking, Diamond.
no,
Stop talking,
no,
Diamond.
no. It's
Yeah,
not a. It's no. It's
you're
not.
correct though. You're
No, no.
correct.
But I'm saying it's not a spoiler that every Quincy has abilities. That's why I said it. If we Quincy, there's knowing they all got whatever they call them, like the little letter stuff. Like it's known.
Like to Donovan's point, like for instance, the
They have
dude
it like
who keeps
Gerald,
getting like
everybody,
bigger or whatever, right? Like he has the miracle or whatever, right?
Ashkin,
Like they
whatever.
still haven't like
Use
name
they letter
dropped
stuff. Yeah, like
both
they
of
haven't used
their
their letter.
abilities
That's what I was
or
asking.
whatever.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they're
I
like
see. I
they're
see.
A and B, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I was saying, but these fights, I'm not really tripping about it because this all new stuff, and they had to start rant like their fight just was important for the stuff that happened later in the episode. To be honest, it wasn't just for what's in it. But sorry, going and continue. Just I just want to ask that to make sure that they didn't like actual like start their fight using a powers.
Okay. So we're gonna
Jada, I
skip
see what you
over
said. I'm gonna
Uryu's
tell
fight.
them right after this. Sorry, go ahead. Last one.
We're gonna skip over the Uryu fight. We're gonna go straight to the meat and potatoes, man. Straight to the meat and potatoes. We
Eek.
get Ichigo when he got, I don't know what the form is called, when he got only the one horn on
Is it Horn of
the side. It's
Salvation?
only
I
one.
think that's what it's called.
That's the first one.
Point of
Horn of
salvation, yes, sir.
Salvation.
Horn of Salvation.
And he fighting, Yuba, and he is getting like it's looking good, but it's looking terrible. He getting body right now. He getting body, but Orihime keep bringing him back to life, bro.
Saving that boy.
She on a generational run this episode. Like
Saving him.
I don't think out of any other episodes that I've seen her being like this pivotal in a fight, bro. Like life or death, like this important in a fight. So she doing her big one. Then he have his real transformation, the bunk, which was fun.
So you gotta fix it, man. I know it. That definitely threw him the whole thing.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yes, no, I'm talking about your freaking
Your smoke detector, bro.
smoke detector.
Yeah, I thought I was
Oh, you can hear that?
It's like
bro.
I
Oh, my fault.
said Donovan, no
Look.
monologue, bro.
Hendo, I told him. I think you. I don't know if you
I
hear
had to
yet.
go.
I told him.
I
I
had to
told him
go.
before because he was in the kitchen. And I was like, "Hey man, make sure it don't go off." And he was like, "All right." And he said, "It's gonna be all right. All I gotta do is just close the door." This man forgot to close the door. But
I
sorry,
forgot to
man.
close the door.
Yeah, because I was
The door
reading
is
down for
closed.
clips, man. It was getting on the ass on clips. If you going off in the clip and they need to hear that, but go ahead,
No, they say, I know
they
they
gonna be
play.
Yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead,
Sorry,
go ahead, Joe.
So Ichigo gets his, he has his Bankai, and it is gas. I guess I don't understand it as much as y'all do because y'all read the manga and stuff, but bro, I know it was like a more, let me see,
What, like his true Bankai,
expanded version of Zugetsu, right? That's what it was.
Zangetsu, yeah.
He said
Bro,
we
that
read the
was
manga, so we
gas.
know more.
It was.
Shit.
It was fine.
Oh,
How do you feel
well,
about the
yeah,
trans?
that was gas.
How do you? So spoil? Not really spoiled about. Well, I ain't talking about for the show, but question. One of my questions right now is gonna be like later. Is that like his best transformation? But I was asked how you feel about transformation without don't rank him because I want us to talk about that later. But just like how did that transformation make you feel? Seeing the moon? I mean, not the moon. Yeah. Seeing the moon black out, and you always like
Blackout. It was
he was like,
gas.
what's going on? Then he said, I love when he paused in between. He didn't say Bankai. He said Bun.
Said Bun. And then
Alright.
the moon. And then it Bankai.
Bun. So how
Gas,
did it transfer? So like, talk me through like what was going on through your mind, like when you seeing that, like you seen him get mixed, and all of a sudden You see the moon go over. Like, how was you feeling in that
To be
moment,
honest,
man?
I thought it was U-Ball finna finish him off, bro. I thought it was gonna be over with. I didn't
Yeah.
know like he was doing that, and then all of a sudden I hear Bond. And I'm like,
What's going on?
what bro talking about?
Yeah.
And then they see them. Then they flashed to the moon. It was red, and then that's the moon was
I
That's
think
when
it
it was
fully
like
covered. Yeah, I think it was
fully
like
covered,
kind
and
of
then
in
he
the cliff,
fully
but then it was like a
transformed after
small.
that.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
Yep.
U-Ball was like, oh, basically he was saying, oh, you've been saving this, huh? I finally
Yeah.
get to see it. I
Yeah.
finally get to see it. And then Orihime nervous because she like last time he did this, he went crazy and we
Yeah.
couldn't control him. And she was all nervous. He had to tell her, like, hey, everything is good. I can control it this time. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I can control it. So boom, he's squabbling and he's still getting body.
Mixed.
Still getting body. Or he may got to bring him back. Rukia pull up. It's the first time we see Rukia pull up the whole season. Am I correct? I believe.
I
The
think
first time
we
she pulled up.
we seen her a little bit like in the last episode, I think, but basically, yeah, we seen her like for the most. I think,
Yeah, her Bankai was last quarter, right?
yeah,
So yeah, we really
Yeah.
this like really our first time seeing her for real this season. Yeah.
cause we seen her
So
living
yeah,
for a
yeah.
couple
She pull
seconds
up.
whenever they seen whenever seen a Toshiro Bunkai. It was like, who's that? And
Yeah.
that's only time. That was like
Yeah.
5 seconds.
So yeah. She pull up and they get to
Bunkai.
working, old boy.
Oh,
Get
was
to
that boy?
working, boy. But it starts to. But at the same time, Yuba is too powerful, bro. He too powerful for
Not a
both of
question,
them,
but
and they starting to get
body
overwhelmed. In order, he may
saving him,
MVP, the
saving him,
gold.
saving him.
I don't even know what that was at the first. Hold on, let me pause. Let me stop. Bro,
But
did y'all hear the music they were playing
it
this
started kicking
episode?
in towards the end. It started
Bro,
cooking.
bro, that music was, bro,
Soundtrack was fire.
gas. That soundtrack was great, bro. I low key teared up a little bit that last scene because
It
it
was
was
big.
just
Very
beautiful how they
surprising.
put it
Very surprising.
together.
Yeah.
That was beautiful how they put that together.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
long story short, she ended up finishing them off. And pause. That sounded crazy. Um, she ended
Nah,
up
we know, man.
getting them
It's
up out
the
of there.
getting them both up out of there, man.
Getting them both up out of there. Yeah, that
They
was
both gone.
man. Episode was a 10. That's the first episode of this season. I'll say is a
So
10
what do you
out
think
of
we
10,
go from
bro.
there? What do you think is gonna happen? Like, or he may gone, like you are gone. You think it's over?
I don't think it's over now. It's too. I don't know, bro.
Mhm.
I don't know. But they did take out from what I know of the most powerful person in the show.
Yep.
So I would assume it is
So
over in a sense, but
okay, your stuff is still going up, but finish. What is your rating?
you can
What's
hear
your
it.
rating? Yes, it still went up. But it's crazy because
Uh,
no other. Well, I'll about say no other day it
no
don't go
other
off.
episode.
No, yeah, no
Yeah.
other episode I never hear. Why it's just going? Well, like it be going off like early, other
Yeah, last
episodes.
episode it was.
That's crazy. We didn't hear it at all. I don't know. You
Bro, on
turned your
me.
mic on.
You must need to turn your voice isolation on or
I
something,
don't
gang.
know.
I don't
Yeah, you
know.
do a show.
Oh, I got different headphones. The voice isolation not on these headphones. You sure
Um,
right.
do you got the other headphones, man? Because I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be
Nah,
crazy
I
for the
lost the
clips.
mugs. I'm finna
Uh,
go turn that mug off though. I'm
uh,
finna go do that.
that's fine. Before you go though, what do you rate this episode though? Give us a rating,
10
man.
out of 10.
10 out of
10 out
10.
of 10.
So we'll talk about it more later, but is this the best, at least Bleach episode, if you can remember from your memory? Is this the best singular Bleach episode? Excuse me.
No, because in my opinion, was his opinion, but I think the Vastalorde episode
That's one that come to mind.
was gas.
Yeah,
That was gas, bro. It's hard for me to put this one over that one.
that was a
But
You
surprise
talking
this
too.
about
one was
Berserk
great though.
Ichigo versus Ukiura, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
a surprise too, because if you didn't read the manga, you see Ichigo hold through his chest, and Orihime wasn't hitting them that good back then, and then he just
Yeah, it
pulled
was
back. And
over.
that was
Yeah.
really cool to the emotional hunter, and she was scared Ichigo, and he was going crazy. That was good too. But any last stories you want to talk about Orihime going crazy on demons and her powers? Was you confused about her abilities at all or whatever?
I was confused about how like what she used
Doing that?
to
Yeah.
kill bro or to sacrifice herself and to kill him. I was
Yeah, I
really
don't know. Yeah, what
confused
she
about
did.
that,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I don't remember
Oh.
totally. I don't remember totally because it was we watched Bleach so long ago, and Orihime wasn't going crazy like this. But I remember a part of it. Aizen was. You remember it was like during the Wiccamundo arc and stuff. Aizen was trying to
Mhm.
kidnap herself because he seen the potential in her. So a lot of people like his thread showing because Aizen, he smartest character. One of the entire week, he's smartest character in the verse, and he seen the potential, in her abilities, whatever, and wanted to what's name. But we never seen it fully realized, like, But to my knowledge, I think she just like rejects basically. I don't know if it's concepts, but she just like rejects like so
Everything.
the reason they instantly heal because like she basically like reject like but like the damage ever happened or whatever ever happened. So that's why instead of like healing slowly or whatever, it just like disappears. So
She can
I think
essentially like it's like turning back time, basically.
yeah,
Like, I think that's the easiest way to explain it. Because to Donovan's point,
she's
it's
reality
like every
warping.
Hmm.
time she rejects it, is like she's basically rejecting you ever got the injury. But for you to never get the injury, that means she has to go back to a version of you 5 seconds ago that didn't have it, or whatever. So like at the end, when I seen her basically like reject Yuha like Baha's existence, right? Like she eventually just warped time. Like that's why you also see like the blood on her face and stuff, like it starts coming back up into like her scalp and stuff, and like she's fully healed by the time she does it because she rejected both of their existences. Like, but to me, she basically turned back time towards like neither of them never even existed or whatever, like in that moment or whatever, which is crazy. But yeah,
Go ahead though. How you feel about this episode though?
uh, 1000%, I would probably say the best Bleach episode I've seen, and I'm
Right there.
saying that because now, when I was watching like
Reese by?
OG Bleach, I mean, I didn't know what was gonna happen, right? Like, so it's like if I had to look or do like best episodes of Bleach before this, like Ichigo blocking the what was it called?
When he say
The Saint Rukia.
I mean Rukia, I forgot what it's called, but I know you're talking about. Yeah,
Mhm. But
pulling the
it
block
was
in.
like, oh, it's like 10,000 like Soul Reapers they get
Was
to
that the
like
same episode that he
there's no way
bodied
he's
the
gonna be able to
lieutenants
block.
too? Was that the same episode that he bodied the
Yes,
lieutenants? So yeah,
yes, it
that was,
is.
he blocked it. He one
Yes, it
shot the
is.
boy, bare
Yes,
hands.
it is. He did that us, and it was like, huh? And then I don't know if that's the episode he did his Bankai 2 versus Byakuya,
I don't think
but
so.
to me that'll be like another episode, right? Like I'm not
Versus
the
what's the name? Yeah,
whenever you went against Byakuya when he
yeah,
first like introduced
Bunkai.
his Bankai.
Yeah,
Um, Vase Lorde Ichigo is cool, but like I'm never the biggest fan of like
yeah,
berserk moments though. You
that
know
was
what I'm
tough.
saying? Like it would no for sure, but like kind of like Joe said, like that's his favorite. I'm like, I don't think I'm probably as high as that, right? Now I still think it's a great episode, but like I would prefer something like when we saw Ichigo using Mugetsu versus Aizen or whatever, right? Like I personally would have that
That's
over
that's 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 a great
um
episode too.
you know what I'm saying? Or the Aizen reveal or whatever, right? Whenever he stopped Ichigo's sword and stopped his
Stop that
theme
theme song.
OST,
Yeah,
that's the first time I think I've ever seen an anime in my life. I said, nah, he's different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But the reason why this I would think is the best is because it's a mixture of things, right? So first of all, it's probably the best animated episode I think they've had. And of course, it's 2026,
For
right? Like
sure.
those episodes came out 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, et cetera, et cetera. But it was the expectation going into the episode,
Mm.
right? Like I thought it was gonna be a good episode, but Donovan alluded to this earlier. None of that was in the manga. Like I read the manga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting to see what I saw in there. We saw Bankai and we never
That
seen that
Bunkai was never
before.
shown, even at the
It
end.
was
Never
like
shown.
Joe. I know you just got back. I don't know if you was listening the whole time, but like that Bankai that we just saw Ichigo do, that was not in the manga.
Yeah.
Like we never saw we never saw his Bankai in the manga. So
At
like
all.
whenever I seen, and I'm gonna kind of go through the story of the episode, right? But I'm just kind of talking about like why I think it's like low key the best. Whenever I see Ichigo like, hey y'all, pipe down, pipe down. I'm like, brother, what you telling them to pipe down for? Y'all are cooked. Y'all done. Or whatever, right? Then I heard him say Bond. I said, what? And then when he said Kai, I'm like, oh, we not finna see it. So like I'm not really tripping. Then I seen that other horn come out. I said, "Hmm?" I seen his eyes, and I seen the reaction around his neck. I said, huh? Then they started backing up a little bit. I was seeing the Riatsu chains around his wrist and his ankles. I said, nah. And bro got a tan too. I said, huh?
And he
I said, what is this?
and he got a second horn too. He had two horns instead of
Oh,
one.
completed both the horns. I'm like, huh? I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Like, are we finna actually see something? Tap to see how much time left in the episode. I said, oh, we
Like
got like
half
12,
or
13 minutes
yeah.
left. I said, oh, he finna cook. Bro started moving. You how like, bro, you ain't on nothing. Then he said, that one disappeared. I said, huh? I said, bro, he got shadows. And then, bro, I was so amazed, bro. 'Cause I was like, we genuinely didn't know what his Bankai was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that not only did we see it, but it's like we're seeing all the abilities, we seeing the power, bro. Honestly, I still don't know if he's basically using like limbo, like Madara did, or if he's just moving so fast that his after images still have like they have physical matter too,
I think it's
right?
extra clones
Because you
probably.
it has to be right because you
Yeah,
can't even say it's like
it's extra
Madara's limbo
clones.
because you couldn't see limbo unless you had the Renegon, right? Everybody there could see. Now, granted, you got the Almighty,
It's
but
extra
it's like
clones.
everybody there could see it. I'm like, what the freak? Like, what are we watching? Then he did the Getsuga Tensho. Bro made a moon. And like to Joe's point, the OST at that point was crazy. I mean, I'm bro. I'm watching it laid back. I had to sit the seat up. I said, nah, we gotta lock in for this. I'm like, bro, so why I think that's probably the best is because, bro, that is all basically new content that Kubo wanted to do in the manga. They just weren't able to because they rushed him to finish it, right? And so it's like I wasn't expecting all of this when I went in the episode watching it, and so it's like maybe from a pure production standpoint, it truly isn't like a 10 out of 10, right? But it's like the fact that to this point, this is like I don't know if you would say this is the strongest Bankai we've seen, but the fact that we never got to see it and that we waited basically what? Bleaching, I think in 2012,
Like
2013,
10
we basically
years
waited
at
almost
least.
like 13, 14 years to actually see Ichigo's Bankai. I'm like, bro, this was well worth the wait, fam. So, like, to me, that's why I have it the best, right? As far as the episode itself goes, Uryu, I'm sorry. I don't care. And you can like you can say that's me, right? Maybe I'm L fan, but I could care less about them, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Uh I was never that attached to Uryu to begin with, let alone care about Hosworth or however you say his name, right? So like that, I'm kind of like, I'm not really here for it. Not gonna lie, Orihime, low key pissing me off. Walk with me, walk with me. Beginning of the episode, right? She just kept kind of like, "Oh, I wish I was stronger. I wish I could help more. Like, I wish I could, if only I had more power." I'm like, girl, you don't. Like, bro, like, what is you saying this over and over again for the dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of was pissing me off, bro.
I
Because
mean,
I'm
that's
just like,
typical
bro,
anime
like,
main character stuff, though, bro.
but she's
Deku
not a
do
main
that,
character,
but I'm
Donovan.
still
That's
saying,
that's
but
like,
but
no,
how is it? I'm
no.
confused. How is it pissing you off, though? I don't
No,
understand.
no, bro. 'Cause it's like you're like you can't even box though. So it's like you're saying like you wish you had more power. I'm like, bro, what are you finna like? That's not your skill set. You can't. You're a healer. That's like Jeff the Shark. Mad, he can't really throw ones a box, bro. That's
Hey,
not your
Jeff
build,
be doing
bro.
damage on what's in there.
Like, man, you know what I mean.
But
Man,
no,
he ain't doing
but
nothing compared to a hitter though. Like,
just like under horror healers are cold can do a lot of damage because they know, the ins out of the body. They know how to heal because she a healer. She a good healer, but she also and I think she also alluded like because I'm a healer or whatever. I'm good at both. And there's multiple stories I read. OP healers because they can turn into damage. I'm I'm not mad at her to or maybe she wanted to like create stronger shields that wouldn't break. What a maybe she want to do
I
that.
ain't gonna lie. I'm not going for none of that, Donovan. I'm not. And Jada just said it, bro. They had her tuning up something crazy. I'm like, bro, what am I watching right now? Like, chill. Like, why they got, bro?
That
No,
was
they had
once.
no camera behind her though.
That was
That
once for
was
Camera
like
crazy.
behind
that
her
That
was
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 once for like
crazy.
three
crazy.
seconds.
Camera behind her was
That was once for
crazy. I'm
three
like, hey,
seconds.
fam, whoa, hey, what we on, bro? What we
Hendo, hold
doing?
on,
You
I ain't
know what
gonna
I'm
lie, I
saying?
ain't gonna lie. You right message, wrong message, because your favorite is One Piece. I don't want to hear anything from a One Piece fan. Nah, One Piece the worst with that. Heck no.
With fan service? Are you
Yes,
serious?
what are you talking about? One Piece is
Nah, I'm not
terrible
gonna
with
lie.
that,
Bleach got
bro.
it bad though. Bleach got
No,
it bad though.
One Piece the worst is that, bro.
Bleach got
Hendo,
it
No,
you
bad
heck
cannot
no.
though.
tell
We
me
just
right
forgot
now.
what Yurichi did
You cannot
like
tell
two
me. I
episodes
know, but you
ago.
can't. I'm not denying it is, but I'm saying you can't tell me that One Piece isn't the worst. That I'm confused. How are you saying it when One Piece is your goat? One Piece is the worst with that. It's one of the worst.
One Piece is
It's
like not the
it's
worst
the
fan
it's
service
the
anime,
worst
like
out of
by
the big
far.
three. Worst out of the big three for sure, easily.
No, it's not.
I don't believe
Bleach
that, bro.
got that. Like what?
No, this could be a clue.
We literally,
One
bro.
Piece is worse.
No, it's not. Anyway. Come on, J Dot trying to tell them stay on
One
topic.
Piece
You
is
tweaking.
worse because you trying to
So
disrespect like One Piece ain't crazy. One Piece
no,
that's your
bro.
goat. All right, go on, continue. But I'm gonna put it. Don't worry. This could be one of the first clips, and we could see everybody gonna be
Bet.
like, everybody, you tripping, you
Like
tripping,
what?
because
Bleach's fan service is
One Piece is
way
terrible.
worse. Like,
It's
bro,
only
you
these
got
two
no
moments.
what, no
What
what.
else
I'm not
moments
even
you
gonna
got?
get into that.
What
We'll
else
get into
moments you
that
got?
later.
What else moments you got
Anyway,
besides this?
bro, I just said Yurichi like
And
2 episodes ago.
This, I'm saying
Like
that's
what?
two out of how many episodes do what's the name
Bro,
got?
Rangiku has literally went and placed her boobs on top of like Toshino's like head, bro. Like, come on, fam.
One Piece is doing that for 30 times already. Every woman wears a unless they like one of the big fat like like big mom. They wear like a bra basically and super short shorts. Every episode, I mean, every internet art gotta have like a Nami bath scene or something like that, bro. One Piece is wild with it. Every art gotta have a Nami bath scene at
Bro, but
the end.
like there, bro, you're talking about like fits and stuff, but what I'm talking, not only
That's
does
also
Bleach
part of the fan
have
service.
like
Fits.
no, I'm not saying it's not. Right, but not only does Bleach have like the crazy fits and proportions that you're saying that One Piece does, but it's also like the actions that they also be going through as well. Like, bro, like I just said, that with Orihime was crazy. Yurichi's was crazy, bro. It's multiple times with like a girl like literally just be like running up, and it's like, bro, what are we doing, gang? But anyway, leave that as a clip. Who has the worst fan service in the big three? Bleach,
Easily
One
One
Piece,
Piece.
or
It don't
Naruto?
matter
It is
Naruto. It's
Bleach
Bleach or One
by
Piece.
far,
It's One Piece
right?
Bleach
easily.
easily. Bleach easily.
Easily, bro,
Joe, so you haven't watched
easily.
You haven't seen all of One Piece, bro. It's One Piece easily. Don't
I
worry.
don't
Don't worry.
even know what you're
They go agree with me.
talking about
Don't
with
worry. They
One
go.
Piece. Like
It's all right. Come on, go
what?
ahead. They go agree with me. They go agree with me.
Bet, bet. Anyway. So like as I watch this, like halfway through, or maybe like 2/5 of the way through the episode, I'm just looking at Orihime. I'm like, bro, why is she getting so much burn right now? Like she's keeping our dog alive, right? But it's like obviously the shields don't work, right? It's like you can heal him and W man's for healing, but like bro is getting cooked, fam. Like you can heal all you want. He ain't pulling nothing out the Duffy. That's gonna help you get this dub. But I get it. We fighting to the end, right? Um, so that was cool. But then it's like she started getting more burned. I'm like, bro, like this is kind of starting to get like I'm just like because of
I
course
don't know about
obviously
that.
Orihime is similar to Sakura and like you can say Sakura Hinata and I wouldn't even compare her to Nami and Robin in One Piece because like they're not
Mm-mm.
really the main like women characters for real. Like One Piece has a bigger ensemble cast and they really don't be getting burned for real like Hinata and Sakura had like their moments in Naruto. So to me, that's the most direct comparison. And so I'm just like, Brian gonna lie, I can only like imagine like watching like Naruto and Sasuke like fighting Kaguya, fighting Madara, something like that. And we just keep panning over to like Sakura and Hinata. And
I
I'm
don't know
like,
about
bro,
that. That's kind of crazy
like
take. I'm not
what?
gonna let you Hendo.
I'm sorry. Like that's just I'm just like, why is he getting so
That is
much
a little
burn?
crazy.
Only
But
because look. Oh, go
but
finish. Go finish.
hey, she shut me up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because then, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, it's like I've seen her. Like, obviously, we seen her heal some crazy stuff before, bro. I don't know if y'all peep. Ichigo literally got his head like decapitated, like cut off. It was real quick. It was like 2, 3 seconds. But like Yuha literally had like the little black thing, like the black his stuff, chopped his head off, and she was like, I reject, I reject. She whatchamacallit like healed him or whatever, right? And so then Yuha looked at her, he like, all right, since you wanna participate so bad, like now I'm coming at you, or whatever, right? And he bodying her crazy. Ichigo watching. Oh, his girl, his little team getting slaughtered the worst way. And she just keep coming back. I'm like, huh? And then like this whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, I don't remember none of this in the manga. I'm like, am I crazy right now? And so then obviously Ichigo and them get to like fighting or whatever, right? He pulled out the Bankai, right? I already talked about how crazy the Bankai was, right? And even still, that's still not enough, right? And so she sees not only Ichigo and the craziest, like that's probably the strongest person she's ever seen in her life up to that point, get fried turkey by this dude, about to get bodied, and she like, nah. She gets up, she start walking. I'm like, huh? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I tip my cap because the fact that you walking towards bro just not only body to man is probably the strongest person in the verse right now, right?
Yep.
Obviously outside of Yuha. I'm like, okay, you really like that for real. And then she actually started walking up on him. He like, hmm? He like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, bro, what is she finna do? And then when I see her, like, nah, she got it. I'm gonna do my own thing. And when she erased his existence, gave Ichigo the smile too, then the screen lost all color. We went black and white manga panel on them that never existed.
Crazy.
I said, huh? And then I said, no. I said, bro, gone, blah, bro. I'm like, what? So I ain't gonna lie. At the beginning of the episode, she was pissing me off. I'm like, this is worse than anything Hinata or Sakura has ever done.
That is crazy, bro.
By
You
the
can tell
end
what
of
you
She's
mean.
that,
crying.
sorry, by the end of that episode, I said, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry for ever comparing you to either of them. You know what I'm saying? She is literally like in her own, like that was like some Mary Leona stuff from like Black Clover, as far as like aura and like delivery, like in your moment or whatever. Like it's like, bro, you just took out the guy that the main character couldn't even take out. Like that is the all-time top like female performance that I've seen like in an anime. Like that was crazy. And so for that, I gotta tip my cap, bro. Shout out, Orihime Inoue. You know what I'm saying? She made a fan out of me. I was hating bad at first. I felt like the hate was justified. But hey, bro, she got it, bro. She got it. She's her Duncan. You know what
But,
I'm
but
saying? Um,
before we move on, you said that it's kind of crazy only because see, I had a problem. We both agreed with the choreography for the previous episode. When like one of the ones when they was like all she was doing was shielding. I understand that if she was just doing that over and over again when it was just shield and break. But bro, I don't understand how you saying she was pissed off when she was literally healing. He was getting holes in his stomach, in his chest, and she was healing him from that. I had no problem with her this episode because she was bringing. She literally, they would have the fight would have been over. He wouldn't even have a chance to do his bunkai if she wasn't
right,
healing. Bro, she
for
saved him
sure,
so many times with healing. So I don't know how
for
you got a
sure.
problem with that because I wasn't had a problem with her this episode because she was literally bringing him from death, him and Rukia. And it was like showing how pivotal it was
That
even towards the end before she transformed when they was showing like them like and then they also show her scene when like you said when yours are fine I'm about to bite you then show her getting stabbed over and over and over again and she healing that I ain't no problem with none of that and then when they show after Rukia did their combination which by the way was fire she did a bunkai froze that board Ichigo did his guest content show. Then you
Yo,
cut to Rukia getting posted up by the sword, and then
impaled.
Ichigo I didn't have no problem with none of that because she was actually like bringing them instead of just, shitting them. Oh, it break instead of doing that again. Oh, the shield break. She was bringing them back from like because I like how they show how strong and overwhelming Yuha was. So I feel like that
For
played a
sure.
big part because they show how much
yeah, for sure.
vastly superior Yuha was, and Orihime was
Right, right.
still giving Ichigo a chance, bail him out. We seen the main character, our
Okay.
GOAT, getting bailed out time and time again. He's getting bailed out. She was bro. The fight would have been over. He was getting one shot. Yuha was one shot at him.
Okay.
He probably died
Let me
like
speak
50
on that
plus
real quick.
times.
So like I understand and actually
Mm-mm-mm.
like thinking about like the entirety of the episode, like hype moment aside, best Bleach episode, I think is arguable. I still didn't give it a rating. Rating I get like a 9.7 and a half, like 9.8. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's solid.
But you were saying like you didn't feel like it was as repetitive as last episode, right? Because because it was the shield just keep getting broken or whatever, right? To me, like we still kind of have some inklings of that. Now, granted, to your point, it is demonstrating how overly superior Yuha is, right? By him instantly one shot at Ichigo, like basically playing with his food, you know what I'm saying? Him and Rukia, right? And she's keep healing, right? And so it's cool that they basically showing like one, her stamina is crazy because she's still able to heal them after like how many times they didn't die or whatever, right? But I'm still like, bro, we kind of like so now we kind of just replace the shield with her just like healing them or whatever, right? And it's like, is it crazy that she's healing them from dying and like fatal injuries? Like, yeah, it is, but I'm like, we've been knowing that she can do that, right? So at this point, it's kind of like at least towards the front, the beginning half of the episode for me, right? Post Bankai, right? Or like whenever Ichigo went into his Bankai, which is like I think maybe halfway through the episode, because as soon as he like went into it, that's when they kind of like cut little thingy and gave like the information screen with his Bankai information. Um, Everything post that I thought was elite, peak cinema. You know what I'm saying? So like to you brought up like her basically she kind of like walking through like all dang near like a Yuji moment when he walking, but you know what I mean, right? But it's like that to me was like complete like the first half of the episode, first like 2 5 I'm like, I feel like we kind of get a little repetitive, you know what I'm saying? But then basically everything post Bankai or whatever is like I didn't have a problem with any of that or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick before you kind of got into your spill.
Straight heat.
I still understand, but not at the same time because like the episode was talking about the choreography, it was so annoying because they were showing like it was like kind of like the same clip or same kind of clip where
Yeah,
he was a fly
extremely
up in the air.
repetitive for
The reason
sure.
the
Yeah.
reason I didn't find a problem because they were showing like it was like mixed in with Ichigo trying to do a combo, him doing gets
That's
contention, him
valid.
doing all this. So it was different because it was him just flying up doing that. It was like different angles, different scenes, different cuts. His stomach, like you said, well, I guess it's post. It was
Okay.
his head, but it was still even funny. It was like different angles of him trying. It wasn't the same thing. Like he was getting trapped, thrown, and then sometimes you were just seeing hella beams at him, cook him, or he would hold them up. Then they pet him. Like it was like I didn't really feel like it was different. What's the name too? But also, Jedi, we said earlier, we was right. You remember last week we was talking about y'all didn't see that scene. Y'all was talking about that was like a preview. It wasn't a preview because they didn't show that but it's episode. That Grand Zero, can you remember at the very start of the episode, he said, what's the name? That was a mixer. What's the
You're
name?
right.
So it was based on right after. So we was right.
And I did not see that. I
That
did not see
y'all
that. So
gotta
y'all
go
right.
watch that
I
end
went back
clip.
to watch that mug.
That
And my
end
fault.
clip.
I went back to watch it.
But
My
did you
fault.
watch the end clip?
For me. That's
Did you
on
watch
me.
Yeah, I
the
went back to
end
see the
clip?
end clip.
It was tough.
I
That's what I'm
did.
saying. It was when he did,
Then
bro.
go back and watch
It was
it.
showing.
Yeah.
He was like, "Get when he combined it." That's what I'm telling you. We was like, we was like, man, that stuff was tough. Like it was crazy. But right quickly, they already talked about a lot. It was 10 out of 10 to me or great. With everybody debating this is a Blessed Beach episode. It's been so long ago and it's so recent on my
Thanks.
mind. I want to say
It's not.
yes easily,
Really.
but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad at people saying this because if you say like if like a new episode of Naruto come out, so let's say for example, let's not say it was actually a movie, but let's say like whenever they fought Momoshiki, and everybody's saying, "Oh my gosh, that was the best episode." Still, it was great, but Naruto got so many great episodes I could debate all time ahead. You know, Sasuke when Sasuke fought
Yeah.
Itachi, some of the stuff. It was like different stuff. Like I could like debate it. Like it's like multiple episodes. You remember when they went to if it was like one of like the pivotal episodes, whichever fight from the not the tuning exams from the Sasuke retrieval arc, whichever fight was your favorite. When they show that, I don't remember what happens in every single episode with 20 minutes, but I'm pretty sure there's episode like that was cold. Sasuke versus Itachi, one episode like that was cold.
Naruto
versus
Pain.
Sasuke,
Gas.
Naruto versus Pain. I'm saying like I can come up with episodes
I
debate.
think Naruto has
Ichigo,
like a lot more
that's what-
debatable
that's what I'm
episodes
saying.
versus Bleach.
And
though.
One Piece too, but I'm saying that's we just comparing because that's the big three. So I'm saying I would be mad people saying that's their favorite because we was already thinking right now like, oh, we should like think hard because like it's like not that many single episodes. Like, oh my gosh, I knew that was a banger. So I'm not mad at people saying yes. I just want to maybe go back and watch some of the episodes. You know, like the biggest fights, like Hendo said, Dangai Ichigo, the last Guest Content show. Come to see what was also in the episode at the beginning. Was also him face palming him and doing a disrespectful and like him blocking wanted to tax me with like one hand and stuff. Was that also part of the episode? So I gotta just remember different part of the episode. Bro, this new Alex came in. You me on Val. I'm on a pile right now, man. We play Val later. Um, he's on One Piece shit on Bleach. You need to watch that one most recent episode, Alex. I don't know if you watching it now, but yeah, it's trying to tell me I love Orihime transforming. Oh, I don't want to fully talk about this because kind of spoiler for what happens in the manga, but Joe's gonna read the manga, but it was completely different from the manga because Ichigo, like I said,
Completely
never
different.
went into Bankai. Ichigo tried to go to Bankai, but something happened, and he basically got one shot,
Oh,
basically something. So whenever, well, like
He
like,
was never able to like
but
use
like
it.
the leader wasn't the same either, Joe. Like like how the leader is finally like that wasn't the same either. It was basically like he was about
Really
to power
different.
up. Basically, manga like he was basically about to power up, and then he got a one shot. That was all. That was like different. So this whole lead up, even before Ichigo Bunka, all that stuff is different. Or he made healing, all that stuff is different still. But it's crazy that all
Or
that was
he may
different. So
like never died. Like
because I'm trying to, cause it was like I don't think they. It
oh, in the
wasn't
manga.
even.
Oh,
It
snap.
wasn't even really a fight. I
oh
think he just pulled out like how last episode when he did his new transformation, like Hornets of Age, he pulled that out, and then he tried to do something, and instantly got body. That's what it was, and it was like that instantly got body.
we never saw two horns,
We got
bro.
we was none of that stuff.
Like
So
what?
but I'm trying to say it's a popular theory that they're saying that manga part, we are thinking that part is going to have to be included in somehow because it is a part of the manga, and I think it is. So without trying to spoil it, I think
Oh,
you have with Joseph. I don't think he's bodied because this is like only episode 5 and they got 10 episodes, so he's
correct.
not bodied. He's the big bad. Nobody else is the big bad. He's the big bad, and Yuha is broken. Only power. The power is like all the Almighty. He can basically like see all. That's when he got the odds and stuff. He can basically see all different
Yeah.
timelines and stuff. And the reason the Uryu episode was, I mean, the Uryu part was pivotal because at the end, Uryu basically the LeBlanc dude, I forgot his name. He had the
That's what I
Almighty.
think.
He had the Almighty. That's when he got like not only the eyes, but that's when he had like more eyes on like his
Pupil.
eyeballs with his
Singular.
pupils. His
Yeah.
pupil, yeah. But towards the end, whenever Yuha was about to get bodied by Orihime, Uryu made the Almighty go back to Yuha. So a popular theory is that Yuha in that moment was able to change the future. So we are thinking which is gonna happen because he got to come back. So Orihime would have won. It's crazy if Yuri didn't do that, which is kind of crazy because Uryu didn't do that, mean to do that on purpose or whatever. But well, he meant to do that on purpose, but he didn't know they was like in that moment it was gonna cook him. But so you guys gonna come back, and I think Hendo, what happened in the manga we seen is gonna be like it's gonna happen. So
Nah,
basically,
for sure. For sure.
what we all seen is like an alternate timeline. You know how you
Yeah.
see timelines, and it's gonna be cool. So we're thinking that this whole thing is a timeline. So I'm thinking it's gonna be like it's probably like that's so I'm Raven. And so the next episode, you all is gonna have like a that's Raven moment when he see the future. Then he come back to himself. Then he go. Then that's gonna happen. Then he go do what he did to Ichigo in the manga, and he's gonna one shot him. So I think that's gonna happen, and I feel like that's still cool because it's still getting on track to the manga and it's showing where Orihime can be, and I think Orihime with that is still gonna probably not go exactly to that power level, but she's still gonna play a pivotal part in the final battle. I'm trying to remember. I don't think she was even there in the final battle, was
No,
she? So
no.
I think so.
Like
I
that
think now,
literally.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So
Sorry.
I think now she is gonna play a pivotal part in the final battle too. So some people can be upset that man, Orihime did that for no reason, and they don't even know that they can do that because only you have remembered the previous timeline. So, but I think she's gonna play a pivotal part in the last battle, at least like super healing wise. So I can't wait to that because there'll be more people to fight, and
Absolutely.
that's one of the big battles in talking about. So, also basically like the last battle, it was cool, but it was like still left more to be expected. So this gets me more hype because they did a whole episode, anime only original, where basically Ichigo got just one shot. So what are they gonna do to a fight that was like at least a little bit more than him getting one shot? And that was still hype in the moment because my goat came in and did some things. It was crazy, but I can't. Basically, this got me more hype for the end fight. Kind of how saying with JJK previous stuff with the anime only few things got me hyped for the last fight. So I can't. All to say that I can't wait till the last fight is going to be freaking insane. That final fight, bro. I cannot wait for the final fight.
I would just like to say,
That's gonna break the
Darvin
internet.
and misremembering that fight. That fight was
The last fight,
terrible. I literally just read it like
really?
yesterday. That shit was
I miss
garbage.
him.
It was bad, bro.
All I remember
I don't
is my goat pulling up.
respectfully.
That's why I just remember my goat pulling up and
No,
doing that
and I'm not mad at
Hido
you
and
for remembering
he
that,
with the
right?
dragons. That
But
was tough.
like, bro, it was like genuinely. I
It was
think
quick as
three
hell,
chapters.
probably. Yeah, it was quick as hell.
Like that was like I was just like, no way they wanted him to rush this like this
I still
bad,
don't understand
bro.
why they wanted to, though. I don't
Like
understand. Was like the
that it
sounds
was
getting
like
lower
that is
or something?
probably the worst conclusion of a major story I think I may have ever been like I read. Especially like when I was like younger, that was probably one of the first one. Like that Bleach was one of the first mangas I
People
read,
really hate Death Note, though.
right?
I think Death
And
Note the
so
worst
it's
thing.
like I'm not mad at that take. But like even still, like the fact that you're up there with Death Note for endings, that's
I mean, it's
not
not
good.
bad.
You
It's
know what
not
I'm
bad.
saying? No, Donovan. I promise you,
No,
bro.
no, but I'm saying like we all
It
knew
was
though there was a reason though. Like Death Note, there's no excuse. And I'm saying like
that's
Bleach,
true.
you can at least
That's
say
valid.
and Death Note
They
is
don't
like
have an
it was
excuse.
like the whole writing and everything was I felt like was wrong with it. But Bleach, you could tell that it was just the only problem rush. It was just rush. Like it was no time. Like it
Yeah.
was like that was the whole reason. Like that's like the only point. If he just didn't have no time. The other end is but you debate is like, oh my god, the freaking writing was terrible. Why would they do that? Some people debate Attack on Titan like, oh my god, why that ended off all that stuff, and I think it's just. But I see what you're talking about though. Yeah, I did read that a long time ago, so I'm not surprised. I forgot that it was. I remember it was short, but I didn't remember it was that short.
It was that short.
But it got me even more hype. Like I said, if they like I said, but this whole fight didn't happen. So 27 minutes, none of that was original. At least my point was at least three chapters. It's like a scrap, like at least some. So what are you gonna do? Makes they're gonna make scraps to a full course meal. Like it's with dessert. I can't wait to the final fight. This is gonna be like Joseph. The final fight is gonna be like 10 times better than this, bro. It's gonna go crazy. It has to go crazy,
Oh,
bro.
I'm already knowing. If
It's
it's
the
crazier than
final
this, oh
fight
my
is going to
gosh.
go crazy. Like it's gonna cause it's like characters that come in. You, I can't wait. It's crazy. But y'all ain't got any last thoughts about Bleach before we move on? Well, sorry. The question. So I forgot about Bleach. Is this Ichigo's best transformation that we have seen? So last week we talked about Liberty. I asked y'all where do y'all rank Horn of Salvation. I think y'all was like what, like maybe like third-ish maybe. Um where y'all rank Ichigo's true Bankai in the transmission? So I think we all kind of said number one, Dungai Ichigo. Does it surprise? But I ain't gonna lie. Does it surprise? Sorry, it's not Dungai. Laz gets potential. This,
Mugetsu.
When he was all black, when he was
yes, bro. I
all
don't,
black with
bro.
the
That one,
Mugetsu.
I
that was
don't know if,
gas. That was gas. That
but
was number one for
but
me.
which one better though? Is this new Bunkai better than this one, Joseph?
He ain't make a moon game.
You talking about the look, like the look of it, or
Just
just
the
the
transformation, just
whole?
transformation. Yeah, let's go. Like, look, transformation.
Oh,
Not the price.
it's not better. It's not better, bro. Nah,
It's not, bro.
it's
It's
not.
not.
Wait. So y'all saying the new Bunkai looks better than the?
Yes.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying the
see.
old
That's
one
what I
look
see.
better.
That's what I thought.
I'm
That's what
not
I
saying
thought.
that.
That's why I asked that. That's what I thought. That's why I asked that. I knew I was different. Okay, so Joseph. So
Nah.
first, let me know. Is it like close or is it like? So like, can you rank numbers? So if the final gets continued, excuse me, it's like a 10. Is this like an 8, 9? Like how close are
It's
they?
real. It's close. I
It's
say
close.
it's like second or third.
Okay. Okay.
If that one, if the last guy's potential is 10, this one is probably like a 9 for sure.
Yeah. How about you, Hendo? Like, is it close with the new Bankai look wise? Just how it looks with the flames and the two horns and the new sword. Like he got like a buster
Nah,
sword.
new Bankai got it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, um, new Bankai 10, I say Mugetsu like a cool like 9.2, 9.3. Like I still respect Mugetsu was
That shit
like,
was so tough,
but I'm
bro.
not only looking at look either though. Like I'm kind of like it's hard for me to separate the look from like what all it did too.
I mean, that's
You know what I'm
unfair because it
saying?
was only one
And it's
strike,
like,
man.
but no, but that even with that though, like that to me, I'm like, bro, that one strike literally like kind of one tap Isaac, and at that point he was like the strongest person in the world or whatever, right? And it was like So it's not the negative where you think it is for Mugetsu or whatever, right? If anything, he only had one shot, and that one shot kind of like cooked Aizen or whatever, right? But from like a visual perspective, because like yeah, he got like the half like sleeve. He don't got nothing on this arm. On this other arm, he has like the sword fused with his arm, and you got the chains around
Bro,
it
but he got
or
all the
whatever, right?
bandages on him too. His whole fit is different. He got the bandages. He had like the black bottom. His hair is all black long, and then like it's like black flames also.
Hmm.
Black
It was way
flames. That's
more.
what did it, bro.
Nah, I'm
And the
sorry.
black sword beats
He
the
said,
black sword
nah.
Nah.
just beats the current sword. That's fine. I think final gets potential blows it out the water. Looks wise, I don't think it's not even close, bro. Like I said,
That was my
that
wallpaper
trip
for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
because it's like it was like so different from what we seen. Of course, like now the Horn of Salvation is new, so the Blood Chains was new, so it was like crazy new and that
It
stuff.
was,
Him being
bro.
darker, but the final guest potential, like I didn't expect it to look like that. Like he all of a sudden got black long hair, and he got like this like because he never had like a black shadowy aura like that before. It was never hinty. He got a black shadowy aura. He like you said, he had like the gauntlet on his arm and stuff like that. The sword is all black and it's intangible. The flames. That's cooked. And
I think
I'm gonna
you just trying to gas it up,
and
man. I
also
don't know,
that
bro.
I don't know. I understand why though, because the new one is tough as hell. But also I'm gonna say that it could be unpopular opinion. I think also I have Vasta Lorde over it, looks wise. I really like Vasta Lorde. I just like I like the like the hollow form. It's the I don't know like the
Qualification.
hollow the horns. He like just like I don't I just like he was like sleek. I think he had like some black wrist stuff on his thing. I just Vasalori, I think it's just because in my mind he says it's hard to separate just what happened before it or whatever. I think it's just cool, like the big hole in his chest. First time we seen that, I got Vasalori over that. Well, let me see what else I was gonna ask before we move on about Bleach. Uh,
Nah. J-Dot was saying that's what he just said he kind of nervous, like because of how high everybody is on this episode. Like it's gonna like if we on a roller coaster, we this feel like we at the peak right now. So like I wonder what they gonna do next week to kind of like keep us like up there or whatever. It's going to me that
Yeah,
that's gonna be a hard episode to follow up because like
uh,
according to IMDb, they already said that's like the best episode of Bleach ever
I
or
don't
whatever,
think
right? And so it's like, go ahead.
people aren't expecting every episode to be a 10. I think it's still gonna be fine because every other previous episode on IMDb, number 9.2, 9.3, 9.4, 9.2. Even the episode we
yeah.
didn't think with Uri and stuff like that stuff, that's all 9.2. So I don't think it's gonna let down because I'm not nervous that because every episode has been received highly, highly. Because like if they all been nine, they all been nines basically this whole season. They all been nines. So I'm not afraid it to be lower if they all were nines. And it's gonna be surprising if we think it's gonna happen. It's gonna make the episode great for different reasons. If we because then the plot is gonna get crazy. Oh my gosh, you was actually alive because he did that in the time. And then when Ichigo get one shot, if that happened next episode, that's gonna be crazy. Cause what happened? And do you remember that panel is also you may forget it is a iconic panel. Ichigo, I don't know if you remember when he was in his feelings, like after he got one shot.
Yeah, I just
That
read it.
iconic,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
iconic panel. It's a panel that's iconic. So I'm not surprised if they do that. Fine, that panel. I still, I think this episode will probably be the second highest rated episode with all this stuff because people excited what happened to Orihime. So when they find out all this stuff, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, we'll talk about that. But right quickly before we move on to other stuff, I'm a news right quick. I just want to start with Bleach real quick. Hendo gonna be happy with this. One Piece God Valley arc will be animated. Will be a movie, excuse me,
I
in
did see that. I
Oh,
2027.
did see that
On the
next
caveat, I
year.
seen it said in Japan though, so I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be in theaters here. I thought I could be wrong, but I thought it when the poster said at the end it would be released 27 in Japan. I don't know, but you also can't be surprised. 'Cause look, was the previous One Piece movies in theaters? No, it's probably just in Japan.
What was the previous one? Red?
I'm saying you know how every anime got just different movies. I'm saying I don't know if they pushing this as a theater release
Yeah.
movie. That was in theaters.
Yeah.
oh, that's gonna be gas. Oh, that's gonna be
I
hard.
was Red in theaters.
Really? Okay, then we could put it wrong. I just thought. Well, they could. It may not be in it for long though. Probably. I don't know if it's going. I'm saying I don't know if it's gonna be like actual like a movie drops that's on there for like months and weeks and all that stuff.
A One Piece movie. It might be in there for a minute
I don't
though.
know if they doing it like Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man because anime movies are still known for like this like still new, fairly new. It dropping movies and staying in theaters for like a long
Nah,
time. I
bro,
don't
they
know if it's
just
gonna be
had
there.
that time I got reincarnated as slime. Just had a movie earlier this year. I watched Solo Leveling had a movie earlier
Stay.
this
I
year
know,
that I
but this is
watched.
staying in theaters for like a long time. I don't think it's. I don't think that those whole
I mean, they
theater
probably
slots for a
stay
long
there for
time.
like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
That's
Long
my
enough for
point.
me to go watch it.
I know, but I'm just saying I don't think it's gonna be like there for like a long time. I'm
Oh, I got you.
because
I got you.
I'm more hyped for movies because Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man advertised as a movie that's there to
No,
stay and
God Valley
no,
is gonna
I'm not
be.
saying it. No, I'm not saying it's gonna be crazy, but it won't like break any regular stuff like that because it's only gonna be in there for 2 weeks. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I don't know if
I'm
they're
trying to.
advertising it. I don't know if they're advertising it like Demon Slayer movie. It was like, oh, this is actually a theatrical release. I don't know if it's gonna be in there. That's what I'm saying. We didn't got. I don't think we got a whole bunch of information. I'm just saying, is it going to be like in theaters for like
Yeah,
a
they just
longer time?
announced it.
Yeah, they not. So so all I'm saying I'm hoping that that it's not gonna be one of the things that's only in there for 2 weeks because I do want to see how much money that it will make.
I think Red was in theaters for like a month. I ain't gonna lie.
I just want to be in there as long as Demon Slayer because this push anime movies more because Demon Slayer went crazy. So I hope
It did.
and One Piece the one of the biggest anime in the world, if not the biggest. So I'm saying that like movie and the arc is crazy. They're gonna animate it's fire. So I just hope it's in theaters for a long time so we can see it
Yeah.
break. So we can see it like break records and stuff like that. That's all I'm hoping for. But also I know they didn't watch it. Well, Joseph, did you watch Edge Runners? I asked him about. I didn't ask you. It was an animated TV show, Cyberpunk.
I started. I didn't finish it.
Okay, but Edge Runners 2 basically got a trailer. So the like another season of it. People going crazy over it. I know y'all don't watch it, but this like I don't know if y'all probably was still privy to it during the time. It was like one of the biggest I think it came on Netflix, like
Yeah,
stuff on
it
Netflix.
was hype.
People was talking about it for weeks, for
It was
months.
hype.
Main character, what happened, they died. It's basically hype. So that's good because that's coming out with a part 2. Um and yeah, that's a quick thing. I want to get these questions out the way right quick if I forget. There's some good ones. And then we can end off talk about lanterns. Episode 2. I gotta get to the weekly gauntlet too. Let me start off with the top. Let me see. Oh, I was gonna say. So on Pop I was really thinking about this because we randomly been talking about Kuroko, and I've been thinking about Kuroko clips. I've been seeing Haikyuu clips. I think that sports anime is the second best category of anime, low key. Of course, first is shonen, and nobody's gonna pass shonen. Shonen got too many bangers and stuff. But I was thinking about that, and I'm trying to see what would be second. What like like romance, like what like isekai, like what would be second. And I'm thinking about sports.
When you
Look,
say best, like what we like, what do you
I
classify
can't
as
say. I
second?
don't know.
like they
That's
have so
tough.
many. They have like a lot of. They have a lot of great anime. Like some of my favorites. So Blue Lock, of course, anime or I'm gonna say anime slash manga category. But Blue Lock, Slam Dunk, Haikyuu, Kuroko, all the boxing ones. So Hajime no Ippo, Megalo Box. Another one's
Hajime
called
no Ippo.
Ashita no Joe.
Mm-hmm.
The boxer, what's it? A Manhwa. I don't know if you ever read that. That one go crazy. There's a lot of swim one free. I watched multiple swim ones. I know they put out like a track one that was like this year, last year that people really loved. I feel like sports, like what other is above it? Like like romance. Like what's above it?
If
Easy.
you're saying shonen, that means you also have to include seinen too, no?
Nah, I put saying it different. Like what's some of the greatest seinen?
Seinen is that not like Attack on Titan?
Isn't Attack
Uh,
on Titan seinen? I thought it was a
yeah.
shonen. I thought it was a shonen.
I was just looking at
No,
that. I thought it was showing.
It's shonen, bro.
no
It's shonen, I think.
way.
Like I think if you go on Crunchyroll, you'll be able to see like it
It's
is in
shonen.
the
That's why
shonen
people love
category,
Attack
I
on Titan.
believe.
Well, like it's so different because it's so dark, but it's still shonen. I think.
I didn't realize that was a
But
freaking shonen. That's nuts.
look, you gotta think about it. Most seinen, it appeals to older people. So the main characters, for the most part, be older. No, right? Most seinen is the main character be older. So,
Oh,
Attack on Titan is
not
still teenagers.
necessarily. Um. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're
The
saying.
main
Yeah, I
character
got you.
mostly older, so it
But
appeal to
seinen got Seinen has Vinland Saga, Berserk, Monster. Like I ain't gonna lie,
Older.
them three alone, that's watching all sports, bro.
I don't know,
Respectfully,
bro. I don't know about
Res-
that, bro.
you don't know, it's crazy. But you never was really into Berserk like that though,
No,
huh?
I don't like the what's the name stuff. I'm
You
not
know what
getting
I'm
past that.
saying? So it's
Yeah.
like the only one you was into out of all of them was Vinland Saga. Because I don't, did you watch Monster?
No,
Oh yeah. So Shaden clears sports.
I
It's
don't know
for
about
me
clears, bro.
or whatever, right? Because like I don't think they like literally. I'm not gonna lie, they're not making it past Vinland Saga or Berserk, and I haven't even brought up Monster yet or whatever. So it's like
Blue Lock Manga getting
they're
past
not
that,
making
bro.
it. They're
Blue
not
Lock
making it
Manga go
past any
crazy.
of those, bro.
Blue Lock Manga crazy. Haikyuu. I'm easy because Haikyuu is one of my favorite anime of all time. Period. So
One
that's
Punch
easily
Man, Tokyo Ghoul. What
You
else
got
on
Fate in
here?
there too. Fate is
Bungo Stray
Sane
Dogs.
too.
Uncle Shay
Like,
goes with it.
come on,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
Prison School. Hey, shout out Prison School.
Bro.
Akira. Nah, Donovan, you're
That's the
You
movie I'm
already
crazy.
talking about.
said
Just
Fate. You
anime
already said
anime
Fate.
category,
I haven't said Fate yet. Fate, like, bro,
Yeah.
not gonna lie, you're getting cooked, bro.
bro.
You're cooked.
Bro, it got.
Bro said no. You're
That was
crazy.
cool. Haikyuu was so good, bro. Haikyuu, yeah, people. Haikyuu is up there. You looking at that? People who love Haikyuu so much more than the only ones debating that is Berserk because people love the manga so much and possibly Vinland Saga. But to me, it's tied with Vinland Saga. People love Berserk so much.
What's
Don't
Solid Vinland Saga?
I'm talking about like popularity, how much people love it. People probably love
Maybe
Haikyuu
talk about what's
more.
better.
Yeah, but I'm what's better. Yes, but I'm saying you can't. But clearly, off of just like how are you gonna compare the two? Because it has death and all the action, different stuff. Sports has got its own thing, so you're probably gonna say, "Oh, it's better because the darker themes and this he go through this." The sports anime, I can say that you could let me credit if I say, "Oh, it's crazy," because the moments it made me feel. Sports manga is the only time I ever cried watching anime. I cried when it was when they lost a dumb game. I didn't like full cry, but tear fell on my eye after they lost and they was eating. I was sad as hell when they lost, and cause they was so close. The emotional way, let me see it. The emotions that sports manga draw out of you is, I feel like, it's more prevalent in other anime. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure people I never read it, but I know pretty sure I seen people talk about different moments of Hajime no Ippo, that character journey, the boxer Manowar. If y'all watched that, the journey. I mean, y'all read that. That journey went crazy. It's just, bro. It's just like the emotions it draw to me. Even some of the swimming anime I watched even a while ago, like those I like, cause I don't like slice of life, but those are really like be hard hitting for me. The different swirl. Oh yeah, and the soccer manga. I forgot what it's called. The other one, like I just don't know. Slam Dunk. People has put as one as like the greatest manga. Like people love Slam Dunk. I forgot that. I forgot who that. I think they're also the creator of the one you read with the swordsman. I think so. People love that one. It's, I don't know. And Blue Lock the run. Blue Lock has been going. Blue Lock has been in like top of sales and stuff. Blue Lock is go crazy. Y'all have stopped the manga. Y'all, we haven't read the manga. The manga go crazy. The what's in the arc? Where people can agree with me. The what's in the NEL arc is probably one of the best new gen arcs. Period. It's like that arc go crazy. So many crazy goals. So many things happen, and that's a fact. That NEL. So I'm saying like I think it's probably the Blue Lock just carrying the new gen. Haikyuu was going crazy with the old Hajime no Ippo Slam Dunk. So to me, that's just easy to say it because I don't know. It got everything for me. Like it give me hype, but it give me sad. It like appeals to like a wider audience, But you be old, young, female, male, and you're gonna mess with Haikyuu. Like I feel like Haikyuu is just widely
Bro,
loved, bro.
you
It
can say that about some of the same stuff too,
saying it
though.
no, saying it is more of like a
That's what I'm finna say. You can say the
But you
same
just
thing. It's
bro,
just
like you can all because you're saying it is targeted towards an older audience doesn't necessarily mean that younger people can't enjoy it. You said the same thing about Shonen. Shonen is targeted
they
towards
can.
teenagers, but you just said
I didn't say that
young,
nobody can
old,
enjoy it.
like
I didn't say nobody can enjoy it. I just feel like sports, anime and manga is more of a like it catches like a wider net of people because of what it is, sports manga. Just like for example me, Berserk. I don't like Berserk because all the what's the name like a lot. Besides like maybe like Tokyo Ghoul and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of seinen, like at least like the older ones or like the ones that's more like darker appeals to like it. It catches like a slimmer net than sports manga because sports everybody can get in sports. Sports football is one of the biggest things in America because and everybody makes sports, young, old. So that's like I'm saying, like sports
yeah.
connects like a lot of people. That's my point. Like sports is connect a lot of people age is female male, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like it catches a wider net of people. That's all. Deep
I
three
don't
Yeah,
for
know,
man. With that
brother.
being said,
I don't know,
sports
brother.
anime is
I'm saying
not too,
Vega
bro.
man. That's fine.
It's
I don't
seinen,
know,
bro.
brother.
It is seinen. Now,
I guarantee them
shout out
people
my
go
sports. You
agree
know
with
what I'm
me.
saying? Nah, you're crazy.
Nah, they
I
go
guess
agree
it
with me.
depends on like, what all you try.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, real go crazy
because
true.
what you were
Gotta put that.
saying, right?
I don't think you was wrong about what you were saying. It's just
No, for
Seinen
sure.
has more shows that people love than that would be in sports. I feel
Yep.
like that's the biggest difference.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And to me, the main thing Donovan was citing was the emotional impact, if you will, that he experiences that while he's watching these shows or whatever, right? But it's like, as far as the emotions I had watching Berserk and like Vinland Saga, like Monster, like bro, like in like the like underlying themes and stuff when like the shows that I watch. And I'm not saying I can't get that with sports, but majority of the time, sports stuff is more so more surface level because of once again your target audience or whatever, right? Versus like whenever you do have seinen shows or manga because they are targeted towards older people, you're gonna have deeper not only underlying themes throughout the works, but like more psychological stuff as well. Like Berserk is arguably that could be like the greatest manga like I've read or whatever, right? Like I got like a top five manga list. I don't know. I think Berserk is like one or two, bro. Like reading Berserk was a genuine crazy experience. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you're talking about emotion, like emotions, like we like Date I just said at the end of Tokyo, that first season of Tokyo Ghoul or whatever is like, bro, like that
Man,
is
that's a man
like
of my favorite character, bro.
that's one of like the most like iconic moments. Even if we talk about like iconic scenes and stuff that you have, I don't think nothing in sports is touching like first of all when in Askeladd in the season one or whatever, right? Like that was crazy or whatever. Tokyo Ghoul into that season one was crazy. And then like I know Berserk's like anime has not been the best or whatever, right? But like that whole shebang, if you will, like is one of the most iconic like things like ever or whatever. Like, so I feel you saying like it kind of may target more of a general audience, but like I don't think that necessarily equates it to being better. And I know that's not what you were saying. But it's like I think that the stories told in Seinen are I have a deeper emotional attachment to them because of the underlying themes and stuff that's associated with it, and because there is higher stakes or whatever, right? And you can be like, I mean, how high do you want stakes to be in volleyball or basketball? Which is a valid counter, you know what I'm saying? But it's like that's still just like the nature of the show in and of itself, though. So yeah, I respect it, but like, nah, I got saying it, bro. I
My
ain't gonna
kind of
lie, and
my
I don't
kind
even know if sports is street.
my kind of the sports the emotional is it hits me more emotional because it's very more relatable. A lot of sports stuff is them having to grow up and you come out
That's
of high
fair.
school stuff, you doing all it is, you know like losing friends, gaining friends. They are doing sports because maybe somebody in poverty, they're struggling, they're trying to come out of them shell, they become a better person. I those hit me more emotionally because I can relate those as a human. I can't relate to but what you know Guts going through, what you know Ken going through, and I understand that means it's better because Naruto got one of the best a lot of sad moments that is pivotal for me. But I never like really got drop a tear at any moments in Haikyuu, and I'm saying it's that's why it appeals to me so different. 'Cause it was just a simple thing as them losing a game, but I could connect to I've lost heartbreaking games where I should have won, and I know my time is okay. Haikyuu, they was worried because a lot of people was graduating and stuff. It's simple stuff, but it hits me more because I've been through that or I've been through something similar, and I can understand how they feeling that growing up, trying to get a job, all that stuff. So not every sports anime do that. Like Kuroko, they don't really have hard and stuff, but I feel like Haikyuu. I didn't read Hajime no Ippo, but I know Hajime no Ippo got more and darker things. The boxer manual that has plenty of dark things the resonate with. So I just connect more with the emotional beats. Why I like them more because they're more relatable and I can it's like sports is like that's why probably a lot of people love slice of life or romance, and eventually I have to get into them, but I haven't. But I'm pretty sure they love it so much because it's so relatable. They can relate to growing up in high school. So sports anime does that too, because kind of slice of life too. So that's why on emotional things I give it to a point for what's in it, because I can relate with trying to win so hard, dedicating your life to something and failing and understanding that it's just people better. You can't help it. Like different things like you and stuff that if people just simply better. You can't do nothing about it. You got to train. So it's just that it hit me more emotionally because I can relate to it more. And then and the Bubba know about boxing
Nah,
crazy. Every
Bobo
time
putting
went
on
crazy.
some. Nah,
The
he
boxer, he
is.
know about the boxer. If you haven't read that manual, the boxer go crazy. The emotional beats in there go crazy. The journey we go with the main character, it has so many crazy. But I'm saying like not every sports thing wasn't it, but some of it hits different like that. And yeah,
I mean,
Jedi, you
like
was right. That I'm saying so you can find a connection with different
facts.
otherworldly
That's exactly
things.
what I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
It's just
say.
that
Yeah.
it's just that the sports thing is just more obvious and it's in your face. And I guess just me as a sports person, I play sports. I could just you know we deal with everybody deal with having to grow up and stuff like that. It's always like unless you like nepo baby or something like that, you always have a feeling like time running out for you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
Yep.
Yeah.
that emotional theme is just I put that so high because it's so relatable to everybody. 'Cause everybody once in their life, more or less, have a feeling like, oh my gosh, time is running out. What am I going to do next? What am I? And like a lot of sports, or at least the high school one, I know high school people. I mean, high school no people. It's not that. A lot of high school ones just hit home for me because it's just time running out. What I'm gonna do? I'm trying to leave my mark. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that. But I understand though. Sinning, now I think about it, it does have a lot. It's just that I'm not really into the sinning category like that. And most of the greatest ones that people love in martial arts, I think martial art ones do count.
Bobo, I
So
think
martial arts do count. I know. See, you said that, Bobo. There's a lot of martial arts ones that is good. I don't know. If you watched this, I think you did. What is it called? Kenichi the Mighty's disciple. I think that's what it's called. That's like a good martial arts
Ooh.
anime. It's like a classic. Yeah, it's crazy fan service, but that one is good. So it's a lot of like if you got the martial arts too, there's a lot of good martial arts one. That is
ain't no
crazy.
diamond
So
like fan service.
um it's one of the ones where what's a show you have to get past the fan service and it's actually a good show. But we could go on from
Nah.
there. That's a random thought that I really love sports anime. It's like my third favorite. Um and also I'm gonna I guess we could I forgot to talk about it. Sorry, let me get my next question real quick. Since I would say we may have some new people and stuff like that. I know we talked about this at the beginning. And Joseph, I think you already told me to get better at this. If you're watching right now, drop a like and
Oh
subscribe. If
yeah.
you haven't had subscribed, you first
I done
remind me.
forgot.
Subscribe if you have not subscribed. We appreciate you showing our love, support. But I was gonna say, if it's any new people, we are called Anime Villains Podcast, and I know it was just name we kind of thought of, but I feel like villains. I was gonna talk about our love of villains for anime villains. I feel like villains are such a pivotal piece in anime, and I want to say, dare I say, I feel like it's one of the most important things in anime. I feel like it makes or break a show. So I didn't go in my bag deeply thinking about it. I'm gonna wait till in the pause so y'all can prove me wrong. Just like how they were saying it, you showed me it's a lot more saying. But I feel like if you have a bad villain or mediocre villain, like the show is like, can I be goaded? Can I be great? All the goaded A, S tier, even B plus tiers have a great antagonist. If I'm not correct, but a main character, you can have a main character that's not probably the best main character. Like that's not like he's so like perfect. You love him so much. I feel like you could get off with like a solid main character, just like a mid main character, 7, 8, and it still be a great good show. And like what
Yeah.
else? Plot. You can have a bad plot and people really love it. Let me see. Fights may not be a fight. I just feel like villains is just the number one thing in my eyes that like if it's like a bad or mid villain, the show can't be good. Like all the greatest stuff, what we think, all the big three, it has
Who would be the villain in
antagonists.
Code Geass?
That's probably the one of
I
the
mean,
ones
in a sense,
that's one of the ones that's on the opposite end of the thing. And I think that's a what is it called? That's a outlier because Lelouch is so goaded. That's why. So there's one of the
yeah,
outlier. I feel
facts.
like it's not the pattern. He's an outlier because Lelouch is praised as one of the greatest main killers of all time. So I understand that
Okay.
he don't really have no antagonist, but it's just that Lelouch is just so much like he's just 10 out of 10 the best main character we ever had. for the most part, I feel like for the most part, maybe some you can find. For the most part, I feel like a lot of the golden shows, the great shows, had great villain. Hunter x Hunter, Miriam, Crollo, Hisoka, Bleach, Aizen, Ukiura, etc., etc. Naruto, Orochimaru pretty good. Madara, Obito, Pain, what else is good? Even like sports, even tagging the sports. Remember, I forgot his name. I forgot names, but the dude who was a setter at first, he was a good antagonist.
Oh, you
Obajah.
talking about from Obajah?
Yeah, because his story was cool.
Yeah,
He was doing
yeah,
his thing
yeah,
was cool.
yeah. He's
And then
cold.
later on, him don't know in the manga now the different things that tags we're getting now, like the real little giant. He's cool that they go against. Even a Nekamo, the old boy that's just a genius. He's a good antagonist. So even sports anime like Blue Lock got a good tag. Whenever Shido was playing against him, that was one of the best arcs for a reason. So I feel like antagonists like every show. There's no golden show that has like that antagonist was cool. Besides probably Outlier Code Geass, they was like, hey, this cool. Like maybe some can say about that. Maybe Attack on
Would you
Titan
consider
too.
Gurren Lagann in that too?
Yeah, also too is because Gurren Lagann is because really it's the anti spiral. Yeah, he really
Hmm.
because other villains it was like villain of the week. I feel like that's more like Power Rangers. It was like villain of the week. So yeah, Gurren Lagann
Yeah.
but you can say that kind of my argument. So Gurren Lagann, Code Geass kind of my argument, but also Death Note, L, one of the best. What's the
Death
name?
Note, yeah.
And even Full Metal Alchemist
Another one that
Brotherhood.
I would say,
People love General Fury, and I feel like I forgot what they call it. Besides General Fury, because I feel like he's a cut above the rest. All the different homunculus are like solid or good, but they all combine together to elevate. Cause they all did different things to push our main characters. Whatever. Who's not greed, envy, or whatever that killed. What's the name? Harlot scene was good. Even the little kid when we pulled the scene, he was kind of menacing and stuff. Father, he was in a big moment, but all of the homunculus combined together, I feel like raised the homunculus as a whole. And then Jennifer, I feel like is really goaded. So sorry, what's considered Joseph?
I was gonna say another one of those in between shows is Attack on Titan.
That's what I
Because
said
like I
also.
seen
Yeah,
some on Twitter. I seen some on Twitter and it
Attack on
was
Titan really
like
got
the
what's
villain is depending on what side of
or
the
your
world
game.
you on is the
Yeah,
villain.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
That's true. But
there's a couple of them shows.
if we just looking at it from like a pure just story too, then yeah, clearly the antagonist, quote unquote, so the person that gets Aaron, yeah, is only really Beast Titan. He's well, actually no, they got some good. They're not goated, but they're pretty good. Cause Ryan's story when you get into his stuff and how he breaking down and then when we see their
But
side of
I
the
can't
story is
even say
crazy
he an
antagonist.
antagonist though.
He wasn't antagonist when he eventually after he transformed and then we learned that later on because he was beefing the rest of the story. So Ryan was good. And who y'all want to? Never. I can't do it like that because Attack on Titan is iffy because you can say like you said since
That's why I said.
Aaron is technically the main character, you can say then Mikasa and Armin at a point in time was quote unquote the antagonist because it was going against him. But I'm not gonna
Cause to
give
be
him that for that.
real,
I'm
Aaron
not
could
gonna
be
give
the
him that.
villain.
Yeah,
To be real.
yeah. But
Yeah.
but but I
He
still think
Loki is.
even if people want to say, oh
Loki.
come on, even if people want to use it dictionary definition, just the people that's against the main character, or whatever. Then still, Reiner was good. The Beast Titan for what he did was good, and so I feel like most anime the villains like you need. Do y'all agree? Like villains are probably if not number one, top three like most important things with anime. So like plot. Some people say
Absolutely, yeah.
soundtrack, the main character, side cast. Do y'all think like fights? Do y'all think that's one of the most important things?
Absolutely, yeah.
Villain,
And I
yeah.
also think it's even better if you could understand why the villain is a villain
Doing that.
and you kind of like sympathize with him a little bit. I think that makes it go up another
Yeah.
tier. Like y'all was talking about last week with Madara and the infinite
Mhm.
Tsukiyomi. Like he
Tsukiyomi,
was
yeah.
trying to do
I
good,
agree, Link. Yep,
but
green.
you know what I'm saying?
Villains are the plot. Yeah, Bubble
That's
Tea. Yeah.
why I think.
Even Senna,
That's why I feel
a
like
lot of the sentence you
Naruto.
love is great. But sorry, go ahead, continue.
Hmm. That's why I think Naruto is still probably like my favorite or like best anime of all
And the
time because
connection.
like even with how it ended, and I know there's a lot of discussion regarding that,
Yeah.
right? It's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's like I don't think there's a better cast of villains in a show
Not bro.
than Naruto, right? Like I can tell you
It's too many, bro.
Madara, Pain, Obito.
Who's been that victim?
Like I ain't even say Itachi though. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't even like
Even
it's like I haven't said
Orochimaru early on was
Zabuza.
good. Even Orochimaru
Like
early on
that's
was
one of the
menacing.
Orochimaru, Gara.
Even when people
Like,
pay attention to
bro,
Kabuto's story, Kabuto was good. I didn't
come on,
realize that he on his story
come
Kabuto
on.
was
was solid.
that
It's
was
Kabuto
like,
was
bro,
solid.
like
he's
there
a
is
Zabuza, the
almost
Haku,
every single person who's a villain in Naruto, like
at least
none
beat
of them
him.
are really just like
But
straight up evil for real. Like the
oh
only
yeah,
person you may want to be like Orochimaru, it's kind of weird,
and
you
just some of the
know.
people
But like,
on the Akatsuki, I guess maybe the Akatsuki, like he done. I feel like he done is really the only one that was like probably truly evil. Because I don't think
Yeah,
yeah,
he
he had a
done.
backstory.
Yeah, he
Besides
ain't
everybody
had
else,
no good
they kind of
moments, bro.
yeah, everybody else had to kind of sell. At least most of Akatsuki had like a backstory. That, oh, okay, that's why they doing this. But he done was just an asshole. He was just an asshole. But sorry,
Demon time.
mhm.
yeah,
So it's like to me, that's what
even
makes
Donzo, yeah, Jada, right?
J Dot
Donzo was
just say
good.
even like
Donzo, yeah,
Gonzo, like
Donzo was
bro,
good
like
for what he
Gonzo
did.
thought he was doing what was best for the village or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? Like that's all he was trying to do. And so it
Niggas would have
really
thought
like to your point, I'd
who's
agree with the
Goku would
take
have
that you
destroyed
can't be
planet.
a goaded show without like goaded villains. But it's like
Can't be the same for main
that
characters
to
too.
me, that's what makes Naruto like the best
Oh,
anime. Like there's certain
Orochimaru,
times where
Bankai,
you genuinely can't even be mad or upset if the antagonist wins because of what he's trying to do.
yeah.
Right? Like Pain was like, bro, like I'm taking on this moniker because y'all didn't where Naruto, where were you
Where
at
was
when my
you
parents were killed in the war
getting done
when I was
dirty?
7 years old, 8 years old?
Whenever
Where was you and all my friends dying? We starving out here on the battlefield. There wasn't no one to save us. I'm just doing the same thing that was done to me, but
me,
now I'm the bad
I'm
guy.
bad.
I'm the problem. Y'all been the problem the whole time. Y'all been doing this. So what's the difference? Who's really the bad guy? Like, and hate begets more hate, killing begets more, and it's just like, bro, it's like you can't really find a quote unquote fault in his argument or his logic. Now, of course, the flip side of that Naruto was like, bro, like you can't let what happened in the past dictate how you move towards your future, or that right, or like let it determine the person you are, which is of course valid. But it's like if I'm paying, my parents got slimed out, my village got obliterated.
Nobody help
I'm
me.
like, I'm getting my get back, right? And you can try to talk me out of this all you want. It's like, bro, you like you don't know nothing about it. You weren't there. You grew up in the era of peace. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, bro, we haven't even gotten to like Madara wanted to do the infinite Tsukiyomi because he wanted
Obito
everybody to
too.
do like we just had a
Yeah,
whole conversation last week. Obito did the same
and
thing.
a lot of people in the
Obito
comments
got
was
Rin taken
debating.
away from him at 9 years old, 10 years old. I forgot how old he was
Yeah,
or whatever, right? And
he
he
was
was
pressing
like,
around there.
I don't want anybody else to have to go through this. I don't want anybody else to have to experience this. So therefore, I'm gonna help this dude make this plan to where everybody is happy. Everybody can live in a dream or whatever, right? Like it's just nah, Naruto's
Yeah,
so
it's great.
crazy.
And
But
I
all that to
yeah, go ahead.
say, you can't be that kind of show if you don't have villains of that echelon of that tier.
Even my hero, what's the name was goaded. All for one in his own way because he was more like a typical big bad, but he like did it well.
Yeah.
Stain, um, I can't think of
To me,
the
I'm
character
saying Stain
Shigaraki,
and Shigaraki more so
but
than
it's
Awful
the
One.
but still yeah.
Awful One was kind of like to
He
your point, he was kind of like the
he did his
bland.
job
Mickey Mouse
well,
kind
yeah.
of
But
like the
I'm
big
saying
bad guy.
he did his thing well. So yeah, a lot of like even JJK, Mahito, Sukuna, like it's just a lot. That's what I thought about. I was like, man, villains really be cooking, bro. They going crazy. They be going crazy. Let me quick do like two questions, then we can talk about Green Lantern and we can end off. I'll talk about this. I'll talk about this. Actually, maybe just one question. Well, I guess it's, yeah. Actually, we can just do the weekly gauntlet. I'm pretty sure that's it, and and then do the what's the name? Actually, yeah, I'll do one question. So, well, actually, I have a bit of news I seen that I forgot. I forgot it was good. The Batman. I don't know if you seen
But
they
was funny.
like they were showing the Batman Part Two, like
You
you know
seen
how
that
behind the
Batmobile?
scenes. Oh god, bro, it's bro the sound
That
is
Batmobile
nasty.
sounded
Just like have you watched it?
crazy.
Have you watched
Nah, I
Batman
ain't
Part One?
seen that.
Bro, watch Batman Part. Look, that was the one. I tell the story every time. Like I don't really go to movie theaters, no, but I knew that was gonna be fire, and I watched it, bro. Like my whole persona, everybody, it was so funny because social media was showing it like for every dude I watched for 2 weeks was like Batman. We was like literally Batman. It was so funny, bro. But the Batman is one of the I
Something
say
about the
one of my favorite
way.
movies in general, but superhero movies for sure, Batman movies for sure. It's just so we seen behind it people showing like behind the scenes of like the Batmobile driving in the snow. You know it's crazy
Bro,
when in the snow.
That's gonna be hard.
And then he was getting chased by police. Ooh, what did he do? Everybody's like, what did he do to make the police so mad? Oh, I can't wait, bro. So besides that, I know
Is it
we
coming
saw.
out next year or 28?
I think 28, bro. I don't think it's 28. I think it's 28. Hopefully it's next year, but I think it's 28. And you know what? You know what it make it so mad about? I know it's gonna be like the greatest.
Uh,
I know it's gonna be the greatest thing we've seen since slice of bread. But since we've seen these set things, I'm gonna let them slide. 'Cause at least we're seeing something. Before we just didn't hear, oh, the plot still being made. The what's ain't been made. The scripts, excuse me. But I knew something about DC, and I know maybe y'all both don't know a lot. But I have, I've been told like DC is my favorite. And I love DC more. I can't wait till they do with movies. I don't think DC will be in this predicament and say like how long the MCU been going for like 10 years where the MCU is like run out of stuff to like I'm saying like how it's at a low point because they trying to find their legacy characters. They trying to
oh, I
usher
got
in
you.
Yeah.
they trying to usher in their new audience because I feel like the DCU will never have that problem because DCU do a way better job with their legacy characters. Batman, Nightwing, Barry Allen, Wally West, Superman, Superboy, all the different Robins, even like the Teen Titans, they do better with like, in my opinion, like having other characters besides like just the Justice League usher in. At least
Mhm.
for like most popular, like the most popular that people know because that's gonna draw the movies. Because Thunderbolts was solid. It was a good movie. I get like 8, but it didn't make anything because nobody cared about Thunderbolts that much. But
Did
people
you
would, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
watch or see that they making a Gorilla Zod series
Yeah. Oh, I guess just watch that too.
with
Yeah.
Olsen?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot the
Yeah.
dude name.
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen?
Yeah. Jimmy Olsen. That's gonna be interesting. Because at first I was not happy for it because at first early on we was heard about when we first dropped it was gonna be like his show, and I was like, what the hell? But
Hmm.
now it's gonna be like the people versus Gorilla God, like a court case, and people hoping they gonna bring in Barry Allen. But even the different Green Lanterns, they got Hal, Kyle, John Stewart. Like I just feel like DC won't have this problem with like they trying to usher in their legacy characters and people still iffy on it because DC do way better with their legacy characters. Do y'all agree from
Yeah.
y'all knowledge that y'all know? Do you agree with that take that DC won't have this problem 10 years in the DCU because they legacy characters are already better? Or you think people will still have superhero fatigue?
I can't necessarily give a take on that because yeah, I'm not really
Yeah.
into
But
DC for real.
you at least know like the Robins and Nightwing though, right? Like Nightwing and the
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
That's my
yeah.
point. Even people you do like the Nightwings and Robin and stuff like that. But how you feel about that?
You
You
see.
think I'm wrong or you think
I think it depends on how they build it out, right? Like how they build out their universe. Because honestly speaking, technically Marvel didn't necessarily have to have
the legacy
this
character?
problem. Because like they low-key have a lot of characters we really haven't tapped into yet, like on the big screen at least.
Yeah.
Um, like for instance, look at all the heroes on Netflix, right? Like we don't have a Daredevil movie, we don't have a Luke Cage movie, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, like, and not only that, it's like, of course, we're just now getting the X-Men looped into things. We just got the Fantastic Four kind of looped into things.
Yeah.
Like, realistically speaking, I think Marvel's now I'm saying problem, they made them billions of dollars,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's like they chose to, of course, build everything around the Avengers,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool,
And it's
but it's
more than
like
that.
that's not the only group you have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you build everything around the Avengers, right, and you have so much time invested in this core group of people, well, you killed off one in Iron Man, right? You then kill off another in Captain America,
Technically, yeah.
making him old, right? And so now it's like you killed off Black Widow, you know what I'm saying? Like out of the original OG6, you killed off three. The only people you had left was Hawkeye. We don't care about him. Hulk, you kind of already ruined his character in
We
the
do not
movies
care.
or whatever, right? And then
Destroyed them.
Thor, and you flopped with Thor: Love and Thunder,
Yeah.
right? So, like,
Terrible.
realistically speaking, I don't think Marvel put themselves in a hole
You didn't put the best feet
by
forward.
like they kind of cooked themselves by you took off your two like the two biggest money makers in the MCU was Chris Evans. Well, Tom Holland is a goat, but from an Avengers perspective, like the dudes who like you built this off the backs of
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth and Robert Downey Jr. Right? I don't think nobody disagrees with that take. Right? Shout out Thor, shout out Chris
Yeah,
Hemsworth.
Thor be like
Right?
third
But
in
like
Avengers.
it's Cap and Iron. It's Iron Man and Cap. Point blank. Period.
It is a
You
big gap.
killed off both of them. You a huge gap, right? Once you killed off both of them, you kind of fried yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, with
Yeah.
that being said, with all this, right? Like you have all these groups that still yet to be explored by Marvel, and they just kind of brought them in for Secret Wars. But to me, everything doesn't have to be connected, guys. Like X-Men could be doing their own thing in their own movies and have them building on their own stuff,
Yeah, it's
right?
too late for that though.
Fantastic Four, no, it is, right?
Anybody like
Especially
that?
with
Yeah.
how they
Yeah,
have
they
it
did
set
it.
up.
Yeah,
It's too late.
yeah, it's too late. Yeah, they gotta have that shit
You see
now.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
You
Fantastic
right.
Four, y'all could have had
You
a
right.
couple Fantastic Four movies where Spider-Man pull up. We know the relationship that Spider-Man has with them
Yeah.
or whatever, right? And how everybody respects them, right? Like you could have done little things like that versus making all these big interconnecting crossing stories and stuff. And I think that's kind of where they sell themselves. So it'll be interesting to see how James Gunn wants to play it. Because to your point, DC has way more legacy characters, right? Like way more. Not only do you have Justice League, right? Out of
Oh,
the
the Young
Justice
Justice.
League,
Young
you
Justice.
you you feel me? Like you got Justice League, you have Young Justice, right? If you look at the Justice League themselves, you got all the Lantern stuff you can get into. Was we're already doing that with the TV show, right? You have all the Amazons and stuff you can get into. Of course, you got
Yeah.
like Superman. You already got the Superman movie.
The
You got
Superboy.
multiple Flashes. You can kind of start getting crazy
You got
with
three.
Martian
Yeah.
Manhunter. We ain't never seen him on a big screen before. Like Aquaman, of course. So it's like, and then we haven't even gotten to Young Justice. We haven't gotten to the
Yeah.
Bat Family.
Teen
You haven't
Titans.
gotten into all these other like superhero groups that you Constantine. Like, if you want to get some magic on the big screen, Boba mentioned earlier, DC animated movies, crazy. They're elite,
Insane.
sensational. You know what
Insane.
I'm saying? Like they made move and like the thing what you got to do if you got a Batman movie like Batman with Constantine and what's the other girl? I think her name started with a Z.
I was about to say Zendaya. Zentara. That's the name, right? Yeah, I was saying Zendaya.
Zatara,
Yeah,
right?
I was
Like
about to
and
say
that
Zendaya.
movie was
Guitar.
dope. I really enjoyed that movie. I like that movie, right? It's like, bro,
Blue Marvel
they
is
have
good, but
so much stuff they can do. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to always have these big overarching stories because once you do that, you kind of put yourself in this
it's not
hole
going back.
where it's like, for instance, we had Infinity War and Endgame, right? Everybody loved it, right? You know the first thing people say, okay, who's the next Thanos? Right? Like who's the next big bad guy
Yep.
that we're gonna focus this next 10 to 11 years on that we're gonna build up to again. Right. And it's like, yeah, it worked and it's successful, but like you're building a certain expectation to where now people are gonna look at, okay, we're having these movies, but who's supposed to be the next big bad guy? We had Thanos, we knew we were building up to Thanos, right? Like, 'cause we're doing Infinity Stones, the Infinity Saga, blah, blah, blah. Who's next? It was supposed to be Kang. Obviously, like that didn't work out because of what happened with Jonathan Majors, right? But now with Doom, what we did with Thanos in 11, 12 years, we're doing with Doom in a year and a half, two max. So it's like, to me, I don't think DC needs to go that route. I'm not saying you can't have big movies, but like those characters have big events on their own that could rival that. Crisis on Infinite Earths can go band for band with Infinity War and Endgame
And I
if
was
it's
about to
done
say, I
correctly.
was gonna say that one thing also DC that I think they have this problem. DC, in my opinion, like I said, I haven't read every single one, but majority, all
Hmm.
like the major stories, like they did Civil War and the Infinity Saga with the Endgame and stuff. DC has more like major like events that they could cover. Absolute Batman. I know. I think Bobo or Jedi said it. Absolute Batman. All the Green Lantern. The reason why people hype for Green Lantern, if I'm saying his name wrong, sorry, but Jeff Johns' run when he was going over Green Lantern, he had like you remember I told you I've got the names. It was like Brightest Day, the Sinestro War, all that stuff is like big major events. Like every character got a lot of big major events. Like you said, Crisis on Infinite Earth. Like they have DC have just more bigger events in the comics they could pull from. Avengers have Well, like, they did Infinity Saga, the Civil War, they did Civil War, and possibly X-Men got a couple things, Phoenix Saga and stuff like that. But House of M, stuff like that. Besides that, it's like DC just have more big events. That's what I always been hyped for, because DC got so many more major events that could be going crazy. But let me real quick, we can do the gauntlet and what's in the end of. But let me see if any comments I missed. The Wave of 40 said how we feel about them making a Clayface show or movie. I'm pretty sure it's a movie. I think we talk about it shortly. We can quickly go over this. I like the pros and cons for this. I like how James Gunn is showing that, hey man, we can do different stuff for Marvel. We don't just do action, simple movies. So I like how I don't mind a thriller movie with Clayface. The only thing I do mind is the timing of it, that we get a Clayface movie before Batman. But I'm still gonna be interested to watch it. The only thing, like I said, it's just the timing of it. But I'm fine with him doing the Clayface. I'm fine with doing Clayface, showing that they could branch out. I feel like DC got a lot of more stuff they can branch out, and I'm fine with them doing the thriller dark stuff. How you feel about that, Hendo? Right quick, them doing the Clayface movie.
I was very upset when I found out we were getting Clayface. Then I was told Matt Reeves is directing it. Matt Reeves is also who
I forgot
directed the
about that too.
Batman
He's gonna
and
direct
the
it.
Penguin series. That instantly turned my frown upside down. I have the utmost confidence in Matt Reeves. Now do I, to Dom's point, I feel like you can't be like monkey see monkey do, right? You can't say, oh, okay, this is what made DC successful. We're gonna try to copy that formula. I feel like that's what Zack Snyder tried to do. Obviously, it didn't work, right? Because one, they tried to expedite the timeline to make the money, and two, it's just like a bro. Everybody's gonna see like, oh, why are you only doing what Marvel's doing, or whatever, right? Like, why can't you do your own thing? To Diamond's point, you got way more stuff you can cover. You have way more options available to you. You have the two, you have two of the three most popular superheroes in the world, Batman and Superman,
Yep,
right? And it's like your next up superheroes are probably still better than Marvel's guys
for
or
sure.
whatever, right? So it's like with that, now Clayface is still kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I think that if it's done correctly, the payoff can be through the roof, because I think this is a low risk high reward, right? Because one, I don't think the movie's going to cost too much money to make, right? And if it fails, if it bombs, what are people going to say? I mean, it was a Clayface movie. What did you expect, right? If it soars, if it goes crazy, people are going to say, if they did this with Clayface, imagine what they're going to do with Wonder Woman. Imagine what they're going to do with Flash, right? Imagine what they're going to do with Batman. Some of these guys who we actually know have the stories for them. So it's like, at first, I thought it was kind of dumb, kind of stupid. Am I completely off of that? Not necessarily, but I'm at least willing to like hear him out per se, watch the movie. Like J Dot said, Clayface is gonna be better than Supergirl. That's not saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's like
It's gonna be a
at
good
the end of
step
the
though.
day,
Direction. It's gonna be a good
you
step.
gotta you gotta keep stacking dubs, right? Obviously, Superman was a dub. The Penguin was a dub. No, the Penguin's not in the universe. Superman was a dub, right? Supergirl was an L. You gotta shake Lanterns as of right now is a dub. You gotta shake back though. You can't kind of just keep wasting time per se and trying to like try stuff out that may stick when like that can kind of cook you. But that's where I'm at with it.
Also, is you gonna watch Clayface? Have you ever seen the trailer for it? It's like a
No,
Batman
I
villain.
ain't seen it, but I am gonna see it though.
You should be into it. Okay, you be into it. It's like Clayface is a dude like transform his body, and usually in the maybe besides
Yeah,
certain
we kind of
runs,
talked about it, and I was telling you
yeah,
I ain't never heard of him
yeah.
before in my
Clayface, yeah,
life.
he's like a small villain, yeah. But I'll be interested too to
Yeah,
see. Let me see if anything to do Blue Marvel, man. If it's Coke, yeah, I think Clayface is gonna be better than Supergirl. So let's go ahead and like I said, quickly do this. What's the name? Weekly segment. I gotta get through the gauntlet, our weekly 1v1s. Then we're gonna talk about Green Lanterns. We're gonna end off as usual. If you're watching and isn't subscribed, go ahead subscribe for us. We appreciate all the new subscribers. Somebody said I don't know if somebody in here, but we at 81
like that
now. So
video up.
we're 81 now. So somebody subscribed while we was going live. So we appreciate that. Appreciate all the love and support. Everybody going crazy. Every comment means to us. And Jada and Boba the realest. And we hope that y'all can join in too. Everybody else join. The waiver, anybody scream, everybody that come and hop in. We appreciate all y'all, and we want to continue to hear your opinions because we know y'all be having some fire opinions, man. That y'all don't really got to get to express to the world. But we'll get this weekly gauntlet out the way. So two anime characters and a comic character. First, we are going to go Choso is the person in question that we're gonna repeat. So Choso from the anime. So I know y'all manga readers, you talking about Choso just in anime we've seen so far. So Choso anime versus Aaron from Attack on Titan, and let's just do only Aaron and his Attack Titan, not Aaron with the founder Titan. He gets something 30 Titans come whoop his ass. No, Aaron Attack Titan versus Choso. And I know it may sound crazy, but Choso got like a little bit of speed on him. You know, Piercing Blood, we seen that only, even though they gotta do 30 spins and go super fast, them swords can cut through the Titans pretty easily. So, do you think Choso Piercing Blood can deal with Aaron in his attack fighting form?
I would say yes
Think so.
because of the long distance battle aspect of it. Like
Okay.
he can really kill Aaron for real.
The spam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
so?
Chozo gonna win that one.
Okay,
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, my
I think
question
he'll win
is,
that
how
one.
many piercing bloods you think he has to do to like even like pierce his body, like you know, not even like just like to kill Aaron, but do you think like if he do one, like he can easily like put a hole through like a part of his body? Or you think he have to do multiple in one spot? What do you think?
No, it'll put a hole in his
You
body.
think one? Okay,
It'll
yeah,
put a
so
hole.
it's so easy. Okay.
When he shot the piercing blood the first time, didn't it go through like
Buildings, I think maybe I
center
don't remember.
blocks and
Yeah,
stuff and like yeah.
yeah.
You can get through his body.
Okay, Hendo, I see you
Chozo
over there
gonna win
looking.
that.
Okay, Johnson. And before I say, I'm gonna say opinion record of Hendo. I think also I like it because like weird, because their body proportions is like so much larger. But I'm gonna give it to Choso too, even though Choso not that fast, strong. It's just, bro, them Titans be getting cooked by regular people, and I know they use ODM gear to move super fast, and they do, and Levi be having to do 30 spins and stuff to cut them. But I feel like the Titan skins itself is easy, like isn't that difficult to other like characters that got powers to cut through them. To me, it all depends on how fast. I know they're moving speed fast, or really Annie was moving because she was the one where she was poof poof poof. But do every other Titan, are they that fast? Is they speed that fast? Can Choso dodge in time from a punch? Because Aaron will have to swing down and try to stomp on him. Can Choso dodge in a time? If he can, I think it's easy pickings. Like Joe say, he gets spammed from far away. He's cooked. The Titans never fought somebody that could just like that super strong sniper that can one shot him, because it would be like super hard for them to do it. So I think Choso win. His piercing blood is kind of too strong, and he will be like take a hit or blood or whatever. So he a little can take a hit or not. But I know you looking crazy, Endo. What do you think Aaron slams him then, or what? Or you?
Nah. We put Aaron in a pack for sure.
Oh,
Okay, there we
Like
go.
as soon as I'm like, cause bro, I'm not gonna hold you. First of all, Titan's durability really is not all that crazy at all. Like, bro, they get now. Granted, you can say they getting punched by another Titan, right? But it's like, bro, they be leaking crazy, like off dang near one hit or whatever, right? And obviously, like that ODM gear can easily like cut their skin or whatever, right? We've seen the force that piercing blood has or whatever, right? Like we know like it can like go through like bricks or like that. Like we know how durable Yuji is or whatever, right? Like we seen the damage and like that he's a tank, right? When Pearson blood was coming down, bro
He's the
had to
one shot.
get out the way. He
I
said,
forgot he
"No,
was shooting it like a switch.
no!"
I forgot he did it like a switch
Like,
too.
come
He
on,
was.
bro.
I
Come
forgot he
on,
did that
bro.
like a switch.
Like,
Oh yeah, he's good.
That was
nah.
funny.
And then not only that, we gotta remember because he's a curse, a curse, a
So they're
death
painting. They're
pain,
painting. Yeah, they're
a
painting.
death pain. It's like, bro. His blood is poisonous.
Right.
Like if he penetrates Aaron's skin, is wraps. Like he's cooked, he's done, or whatever. Like now, I don't know if it'll necessarily be like through and through type of
Yeah.
thing. Potentially could be. You have to make an argument for that, and I ain't gonna be the guy to argue it. But it's like, bro, that's penetrating his skin though, or whatever, right? Like he get like a little limb or something like that, a ligament, and he can't move. Oh, he's done. Like he's wrapped. Like yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I ain't even mentioned the Nate yet either.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The only caveat I would say, because I'm talking about Aaron attack mode, attack Titan, so I will give him the other Titans he absorbed besides the Fountain Titan. So you think when he hardened his skin, do you think that will block piercing blood, or what? Do you think that'd be probably? You remember when he could
If
harden
he
his skin?
hardened his skin, yeah. If he were to harden his skin, I think he
My
would be
question
able
is,
to
can he do
block
it
it.
fast enough though?
Right?
Because I don't remember
No.
if it's that fast.
But I
And
thought you were talking
also,
about base.
We
You were talking
he
about
got
the
to
base
switch
model,
piercing
Aaron.
blood.
now I'm not just the base, but still, I think he don't got a chance even with that, because I think the
Okay.
hardness stuff was like a stamina issue too. I don't think he could keep spamming it. No, I think it was like I thought it was like difficult to do and whatever. I thought it was hard to do. But let's keep moving on right quick.
At least I think for him, yeah.
Yeah, let's go on for where we go to comic one. Choso versus Hisoka. I got my boy Hisoka, man. How can you beat somebody with when he have the properties of gum and rubber, man? Now, at first glance, it may seem like Crollo just has superior speed and just his ability is just so broken. Low key, I think he catching Pearson Blood with bungee gum, man. I don't know, man. If he
You said Crollo versus Hisoka?
sorry, not Crollo. I don't know why I said Crollo. Choso versus Hisoka. I think
Choso.
Whoa.
no.
I'm
I
like,
think
bro, we seen that fight play out.
you know. I think Hisoka can like if he got I think he can like catch it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That bungee gum is pretty flexible, bro. So I think Hisoka
How
Choso got
fast
them
was
hands.
Hisoka?
That's what I'm saying. I think one time we seen Hisoka like perception, but somebody like that. It was weird. You remember that one scene where he like incinerate, like he like made somebody like just like disintegrate, and I don't think they never talked about that again. It was like a weird scene in anime where he like it was like a mob, it's just somebody random that he like body, and he like and like they like disintegrated. Y'all can see if y'all look it up, but I feel like he's pretty solid speed. I think they'll be relative. I think Hisoka maybe is more agile than him, in my opinion.
What I'm saying is, would he be able to break that distance? Because that would be the only way he got a chance of like winning the
If
fight.
Yuji
For
He
real.
gotta be
if
close.
Yuji able to dodge, I feel like Hisoka is definitely relative to Yuji. Like just like his agility, maybe not running speed, but I'm saying just agility, like his quickness. I feel like Hisoka can deal with that. I feel like Hisoka reaction time is pretty fast. Like his like reaction time, like he's like pretty quick. Maybe he's not body moving, but his reaction time is pretty quick. I think he
So
can
you think
dodge
he's
Choso
reacting
stuff.
to Pearson Blood?
I think he's relative to Yuji and anime we've seen so far, like his reaction to speed time. And that Yuji was like super close. No, that's why that was harder. When he like super close, that's why he almost got body.
That first time he shot it, he went super close. He probably like, I think 70, 80 feet away.
But when they was
He
in
just
like
got up on him that quick.
the shower, I thought he was still like getting ready. I thought he was then he not the shower. Then he still dodged it when he was in the bathroom.
In the
It was super close.
bathroom.
Think he but
I think
yeah, because remember that was the scene where he was just spamming. He was like when he was shooting it like a switch, right? I think that was the scene there was in the bathroom when he was shooting it like a switch. Yeah. So if Yuji able to dodge him shooting it like a switch in a close thing, I think Hisoka can dodge it. And you gotta remember,
That's
Pearson
fair.
Blood. It's not just like he's like shooting like like do it quick. Then don't he gotta like build up to it and stuff? I don't think he could just. I
do.
don't think he
He
could just
do.
do
yeah.
it. So I feel like
That's
Hisoka
true.
reaction time is fast enough to I don't think he'd be caught off guard too bad. It came out of nowhere. And I feel like bungee gum is sneak. I feel like bungee gum can like stop that. Well, not like I don't know. I feel like it's so flexible. I feel like it can like look bungee gum is low key cold. I think it's stopping that, bro. And I put Hisoka.
And does Hisoka have like
better
a healing
IQ way
ability,
faster.
some type of healing ability, or no?
If I remember correctly, yeah, I think bungee gum did like he could like I don't remember bungee gum some weird. I think he was able to like stem damage or heal it. Yeah, something did some
Hisoka
weird
win
they have
this
like
one.
that. Some weird they have like that.
Hisoka gonna win
And
this one.
Hisoka, even though Crollo got some good battle IQ, he was able to keep up with Yuji, who's naturally talented, who's beating him. I feel like Hisoka battle IQ is just. Cause that was Hisoka known for. Like he's one of his things. Like he was like known for battle IQ. He fought in that arena thing and never really lost. And he's fighting against. I know it's nobody cold, but it's going to show that he can deal with different type of opponents with Nen. And I feel like Hisoka is like with his Nen ability, he's like really cold with his Nen ability. He's really good. So I get Hisoka, bro. Hisoka battle IQ is cold.
I got Hisoka too.
And then Hisoka react
I
to was
think
that
he
him?
win.
Didn't he react to that dude that was shooting the coins? Right? Didn't he catch all that?
Yeah, he did.
Was that Hisoka? You remember that dude? Do you
He
think
catch
Pearson
it.
Blood is as fast as that? Cause them coins is fast, and Hisoka was able to catch all that.
I would like, what is like, you, so is Hisoka damaging him just based off like punching
just-
down on him?
He just beating the
Like,
brakes on him.
or-
Yeah, he just beating the brakes on him. You know.
Beating the brakes off of him?
I'm getting to Hisoka. I feel like hand to hand Hisoka is cooking him.
I
don't
give
think
it to Hisoka too.
I don't think Choso have a chance
Yeah.
in hand to hand, bro. I feel like Hisoka battle IQ is just like, bro. He's gonna make bungee gum so smart. Like his battle IQ is insane, bro. Hisoka battle IQ is insane. I'm giving this up.
I'm just like, I'm hearing you, but my only thing would be like, if of course, obviously, like Hisoka has to like get right up on him, or whatever to actually deal some damage or something like that. One, of course, is like we know his blood is poisonous. So it's like if he catches Hisoka with that, like Hisoka now has a time limit that he has to win by, before that actually takes over to effect and like incapacitates him. Two is like if we're just talking about like straight punches, like Chozo kind of tanky, bro. I don't know, man. Like Chozo has been in some fights where he's taking some damage. And there's two fights in particular that we haven't seen
Well, we
yet.
talking about anime. No,
But
we
it's
talking about
like,
anime versus
okay,
anime because manga Hisoka. Oh, I'm manga Hisoka's a demon. He has his Nin awakening or whatever. Yeah, I think he's bodying him with like Nin awakening, but just anime to anime. We only seen him at that point fight Yuji.
he's still kind of like tanky in the anime because he was getting cooked by Chozo and he just kind of like tanked all of
Yeah,
that or
I
whatever.
can
And
understand
so
that.
it's like I would agree. I think that Hisoka, based off of
Hisoka like one shot at
now,
people.
granted, Chozo also is like 150 years old too. To be fair, right? So it's
Hisoka.
like he also has like some crazy experiences on his own. But based off how the show has displayed both of them, I would give the nod to Hisoka for battle IQ. So it's like I think if it comes down to it,
Oh, his cards, right? I think he
I
threw his
think the
cards.
longer the fight draws on, it does. Yeah, the longer the fight draws on, I does think that like it kind of leans towards Chozo's favor or whatever. But it's like because of Ahsoka's battle IQ, I can see him winning based off of that. Based off of how they show how both of their battle IQ is like represented within their shows.
Yeah.
Um, I just don't know like how long it'll truly take for us. So like I don't think he's just one tapping him or anything, bro. So like at a certain point, it's gonna become the question of how long is it gonna take for him to actually like win by just physically like punching on him and
Hisoka
stuff.
cards too. I forgot.
And it's kind of like
His cards are super strong too. Because I think he
oh
be
yeah,
coding.
because I think it's like infused with
I think
Nin.
he codes it with his Nin. Yeah, and I think he could probably infuse just his regular hits with his Nin too. But I think yeah, his attack is pretty. Yeah, because I remember
So
he.
that to me it'll be like similar to like curse energy at that point.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's like if you want to give it to Ahsoka, like I'm not mad at that, but it's like I can low key kind of see how Chozo can take that too. I can see both sides of it. I'm not really definitive on either or. If I had to go lean based off of battle IQ, or if that being a reason, I would probably say Ahsoka. But I think the longer that fight goes on, the more in favor it goes for Chozo. So it's like if Ahsoka doesn't take care of him quick, or whatever, because I do feel like Hisoka will probably figure out Chozo's abilities faster.
yeah, it's real fast.
But like once Chozo kind of gets a hold of his abilities too, if he's not taken care of by then, I think he's cooked. And I think we've seen that based off of how his fight with Nadia went or whatever, when he kind of caught him lacking with a trap of his own. So because Hisoka wouldn't know that he's a wound, like a death painting, so that he's half human, so like he's losing all that blood. He's gonna think like I think he'll kind of be put to a lull to sleep that way too. But once again, that's if the battle draws on. If it's a shorter battle, Hisoka takes care of it early. I think he got it, but the longer that battle goes on, I think the more so it goes in Chozo's favor.
Yeah, that's fine. I agree with that. I think Ahsoka ain't go. I don't think it's gonna go that long. And also, yeah, Boba said Ahsoka can transmute bungee gum to his flesh. And I remember then he put his arm back. Like I think he did some crazy hitting
Yeah,
stuff. His arm was cut off. So
you
yeah.
can.
So yeah, Hisoka ain't gonna got so crazy ability. So I think Hisoka made different. Ain't gonna lie. I think it's actually bad IQ, close quarters, and bungee come stopping piercing blood because he stopped the coins, and I think the coins was blowing through trees easily. So I feel like that's similar to piercing blood. So we'll move to that. But the last one before we move to Green Lanterns, right quick, get this done quickly. Choso versus Black Panther. Me and Hendo talked about this a little bit, and I think Black Panther is washing Choso, in my opinion. I think Black Panther is faster than him, stronger than him, and his suit is really
And
what
his
it gives
suit.
to it.
That's all I was gonna
The
say. His suit.
thing,
His
the
suit
thing
gonna give
with
him that
Choso
edge
with
for
the
sure.
blood, it covers his whole body, and I think his suit I think it redirects the damage throughout his whole body. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know y'all more into comics when you clip this video or whatever. But I don't think piercing blood is getting through vibranium. I don't know. Maybe after a couple hits, I don't
It's
think it's
not.
getting through vibranium, bro. Cap Shield be tanking a lot of stuff. So and Black Panther, he's smart. So his smarts, his battle IQ. I feel like every category he have over Chosen, and his claws is
He gonna smash him.
his claws is vibranium too. So I feel like he just bodies him. So what do you think? Just so you agree to that Black Panther doing him
Yeah,
dirty?
I agree with that too, especially like you said, because of that suit, man. The suit is what take it over the top. He not really taking no damage. He's faster, stronger in every area. He gonna get up on him quick. It's gonna be over with
Go,
very,
me,
very
me.
quickly, bro. It's gonna be over.
Okay. I
But
know we talked.
to be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
so Captain America would be Chozo too, then
yeah,
technically.
yeah. Captain America
Okay,
body
okay,
just so.
okay.
Captain
That's
America
what
body
okay.
Choso.
I'm
I
making
feel like
sure we're on the
Choso don't
same
got it.
page.
Choso Black Captain America is like he's bullying Choso. He's a super soldier. He's too smart. He's able to. He's reacting to Pearson blood. And Captain America, he can.
But do y'all think Chozo's just like a regular dude though?
No, he's strong, but
It ain't that.
I feel like the super soldier.
No.
I feel like their serum is higher than Choso physical ability.
So who do you think a super soldier is relative to in JJK? Because to me, this is what this boils down to.
I don't really think it's hard to say
So do you
anybody
think a
because
super
they have
soldier in
like a big
JJK
gap.
is like a Maki or a Toji?
I ain't,
Would you
no,
say
in
Yuji? I think Yuji would be closer,
in
right?
some
Or no?
aspects,
I think
aspects,
Yuji is way crazier than them.
I think they're closer to. I think they're closer. I think they're closer to Maki and Toji than they are to Choso. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're like a weird middle ground, but they're closer to Maki.
See, I don't think I think they're closer to Chozo, like way
Physical,
closer
he's
to
a
Chozo than
Choso. Like
Maki
what's
and
he's
Toji.
he's just anime Choso. I don't know what he's relative to. Usually
Yeah,
cool, but
I mean,
Captain
because he's
America
like,
and Black Panther are super soldier. Like bro, they go
I feel
crazy,
like
bro.
Yuji at that point in
He's
time,
not strength wise on
um,
Yuji though. Strength wise, he not with Yuji.
no,
I'm
no, I'm
talking
not
speed
saying
wise,
that,
yeah,
but
but it's just
like speed wise, like I feel like I don't even know if they really seeing Yuji at that point though.
what?
As far as like speed and strength
No,
goes,
they're
bro.
fast. No, they're faster and stronger than Yuji, bro.
Okay, I just disagree with that.
That's bro.
Like that's bro. We've seen like the same things that you've seen. Like whenever I see Captain America or like do something like block a car, let's say, right? He's not doing that with his body. Like he has the shield there, and he's using the shield to kind of like shield that off or
But it
whatever.
still
We've
takes a
seen
lot of.
Yuji take cars like genuinely,
And
and that's
Choso
like
isn't close
nothing for bro
Choso
or
isn't
whatever.
close
I'm
to
not, but
Yuji.
like yours, I don't think they're close to Yuji though. That's what I'm
No, nah,
saying.
they are. No, no.
Like,
I feel
nah.
like
Let's see, but that's what
they
that's
could
where
do
the
that.
difference comes in that.
They could do that.
That's like,
Maybe only
nah.
durability, maybe. But I'm not talking about just durability. Maybe in durability, but they still close. But it's strength and speed, yes. But durability, that's different. You're saying he taking cars, okay. I feel like they could do that too. But if you're talking about durability, fine, I give you that if you want that. But speed and strength, I feel like they are though, speed and strength.
Nah, I just disagree.
Bro, they was running
Like,
on the street
nah, yeah, I
past
just nah.
cars, bro.
I just nah. I think, bro, and we act like we ain't seen Yuji do that before. Like what?
And especially
Like
base
early Yuji
comics. I
did
don't know.
that, mind you.
I forgot.
Like, nah, but like, but see, if you thinking that they're closer to Toji and Maki, which is like basically top tier in their verse in regarding like physical stats, then it's like, okay, I can see why you think that they watch Chozo
They're
or
closer
whatever,
than I
right?
feel like.
But it's like I don't think they're that relative to them or whatever. Like I said, I don't even think they really like that much. I don't really think they relative to Yuji for real, where
I
we at in the
I
manga.
think
I
they
mean in
are.
the anime right
I think
now.
they are. I just think
Um
I think they are because you probably seen that because they just fighting Supermans and Thanos and stuff like that. But I think they're relative to them. I don't know. I feel like they are. But so what do you think? So do you think Chozo or Black Panther winning it?
um I feel like if it's if you're saying they're relative like Maki and Toji, like of Black Panther's relative, then no, I don't
Yeah,
think
your
Chozo has
opinion.
a chance in the
Your
world.
opinion, though.
But in my opinion, I don't think Black Panther is relative to them. I think he's slightly like lower than like Yuji stat wise, which is still better than Chozo. But it's like at that point, I think it's a real conversation. It's gonna boil down to can that vibranium suit take like piercing blood. And if you say it can't take it, okay, cool. But like it disperses like the kinetic energy in throughout the suit or whatever. Right? At least that's how it's portrayed in the movies, right? But there is a point where you can't overload it though, and we have seen that happen. So it's like, how many
Great point.
times does it take for that to actually overload? And if you feel like Black Panther isn't gonna let him charge up piercing blood enough for him to be able to like, because I don't think a regular hit, he's really like, yeah, he can box him, but it's like, first of all, I think as far as like, I think Black Panther's a better hand to hand fighter like Yuji was, but I don't think Chozo wouldn't be able to hit him. Like, I think he'd still be
I
able to
think
land
he's
some hits
way
in
better
for
than
one.
Yuji though.
But see, nah, like that's just like nah, that's where I guess the discrepancy is coming in at. Um, but it's like if
His hand is
Chozo
crazy.
finds a way to get through the suit, which is the only way would be the only way would be through like piercing blood, I would think, because I don't think he can physically punch himself harder with like his punch his way through the suit, right? Because I don't think we've seen anybody really do that for real, besides like Hulk or something, or like somebody like Thor. Then it's like, yeah, he's cooked. If he can get through piercing blood, I think he's good, but I don't think Black Panther allows him to get that chance off.
And,
And so because of that, I would
oh
go
man,
Black Panther. But I still don't think that he's nowhere near stat wise. Basically, what you're saying.
I still don't. I just think Choso don't got like a chance at all. Like he has no chance. Black Panther is so much faster, stronger, suit wise. Because like I said, Pierce Blade have to charge up, and Black Panther got a problem with the blood getting on him because it's not gonna affect him. So I think he body Choso. I think he Choso. His strongest attacks and stuff he has to build up, and in his other most lethal stuff is his poison, and that's nullified. So I don't think he got a chance at all. Black Panther is more than him in my opinion. Um, but
But I do think Chozo will be Cap though.
now you can make that
I think
more
the only thing
argument.
saving Cap is
Oh,
yeah, but the only thing
Shit.
that's really like
that's
giving saving like Black Panther to me is the suit, because the suit covers head to toe, obviously, right? If he ain't
right.
got that suit, oh, I think that's a no. I think Chozo, because all bro, these
I
are,
don't
I
know,
ain't gonna say
bro.
they regular humans. Don't get me wrong, right? But it's like they don't have no internal energy to like get the poison out of them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They get poison on them, they are
I
cooked.
just don't know. I feel like this.
Fried
I don't
turkey.
think it's that easy for them to hit them,
Hmm.
bro. I don't know. I feel like Choso.
And I'm just like, bro, no way they getting out that fight unscathed, bro. Like, I'm not going for
I
that,
don't
bro.
think
Chozo
Choso really
just
do
fought
anything.
the craziest dudes like in that
And
verse.
anime, we talking
So it's
anime.
like
He didn't do any. He just fought Yuji, bro. He just not nothing to me. And he was getting
he
mixed.
fought
I ain't gonna lie.
Yuji, he fought Naya,
And he
and
got slammed until now it was
right
just
now them the only two
BSing.
people. If he basically killed, bro. But
I
anyway.
feel like Yuji.
Yeah, he definitely cooking
He
Captain
didn't even
America
die
for
for
sure.
that though. He still survived. How did he survive that? Let's talk about it.
You too?
Okay, but yeah, I just don't know. I kind of feel like also I think Black Panther and Captain America, if they 1-on-1 Yuji, I feel like they're mixing Yuji without the suits. Where Black Panther don't got a suit, I feel like they bodying Yuji, anime Yuji that we seen up to this point. Especially Yuji versus Choso. I don't think he has a chance against
Nah,
them. Yuji strong shooters hand to hand, and I feel like they're just vastly better than him. Yuji is
nah.
but the Jessica verse, nobody is good at hand to hand really besides like the top two in the verse. Sukuna and Gojo. That's why Yuji is such an outlier and he can keep up because this is bodily strength, speeding, but his hand to hand is so great, but he's still inexperienced with it. And for Chozo to go relative to Yuji hand to hand when he's like you said hundreds of years old. Black Panther and Captain America's not letting that fly, bro. They their hand to hand is so much way better than me in my opinion. Like that whole scene of movie, the fight scene with Bucky and them fighting. I don't think usually killing with him that he killed with a little bit because his body is durable, but I don't think they really landed hits on him that much. I don't know, like usually creativity put them past, but they're not rigid. So I don't know. We get
I don't
past
know. I
that
think
though.
you downplaying the hand to hand in that verse though,
And Jessica,
but
I
we
think his
can't. But
ass.
like, I think you just,
Hmm.
I think you downplaying the hand to hand in that verse,
It is
bro.
ass besides Maki,
Like the
Toji,
same
and
way
Top.
you talking about them throwing hands and stuff like that. Like you saying Maki and Toji, but like you to be throwing hands. We seen Grant, like the blast dude throwing
Their
hands.
hand
Like we've seen
sucks.
multiple people
Yeah,
like
but
just throwing
because
hands
I
though.
think they're both when the two booty people throw
He was throwing
hand
hands
to
against
hands wise.
Mike though.
When hand to hands are like that, but I'm saying Nigel is like a little key. That's my point. Is they're hand to hand. The people that most people hand to hand is not that cold with hand to hand. Besides Maki, Toji, Gojo, Sukuna, and Yuji, but I'm saying they are fighterizing. Captain America, Black Panther fight against more people. They're more trained. They're more voice, more experienced. They're just better than hand to hand in every single way. I feel like that just gets had no chance besides the top tiers. But we can just
Mm.
agree to disagree. I don't want to keep it on. I just want to get to this last thing right quick. Um. Uh. Oh, and quickly right there, I won't leave you hanging, Boba. Boba said, "What's stronger, the dodgeball cannon on Green Island or Chozo's blood cannon?" I don't remember his dodgeball spike so much, but I want to maybe say I'm gonna give it to the dodgeball spike. I don't know. I feel like that thing was lethal, but I could be wrong. What do y'all think quickly?
I don't
I
remember
don't even
that part of
remember
that
that.
either. I ain't gonna lie. I
I
don't
That
remember.
was
can't.
I
when
mix them up.
Razor. You remember that dude? He was Ging put him there.
I know the
Oh, you
dude, but
remember?
I can't truly remember like the
Yeah,
impact of
the
the
scene. All I
whatchamacallit
remember is
though.
like you remember like they was all like stacked up behind each other. I think Hisoka was first, maybe, or maybe he was in the back. He used his bungee gum and Gon caught it. Whatever. It's alright. And I see you say Gojo versus Thor, but I don't like doing Gojo and versus because the whole Infinity thing is dumb. I don't know if the comics Thor has an ability that can bypass Infinity, but if he can't, you're not bypassing
Facts.
that. But I don't think Gojo doing no damage to Thor on the flip side, so it'll just be a draw. But let's go and get through this quickly. We talk about Green Lantern, Lanterns. Sorry, I said Green Lanterns episode 2. So quickly, Hendo, before we go to episode 2, talk about episode 1. He wasn't there, or really just give us your rating because me and Joseph talked about it last week. What's your rating of episode 1 of Lanterns?
I gave episode one like a 7.5 or an 8.
What?
I
Bro, he
like
tripping, bro.
yeah, like
You tripping,
what y'all was saying. I'm like, dang, this show
Joseph.
crazy like that. And I
He
watched it.
tripping,
I'm like,
Joseph.
now but I talked to my homeboy about it. He was like, I think if that was like a regular episode during the season, I could see that. But for a pilot, I think that's like over like a 9 or whatever, right? And I was like, okay, for a pilot, I can see that because that brings you back. Want to be like, how did we get here? Right? Like how did we arrive to like the end of the episode or how or whatever, right? And so it's like for a pilot, I would give it like a 9. But like for an episode in and of
7.5 is
itself,
crazy.
yeah, like a 7.5 or
That
like
is
an
crazy.
8. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
8 is better. 7.5 is crazy. That
Even
like
with
that is
that
disrespectful.
ending,
7.5 is
even with that
7.5 is
ending,
kind of disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie. That's
that's
borderline
crazy. No,
disrespectful.
that's crazy, bro.
So so
That's
even
crazy,
so
bro.
That
even the
just
so even
yeah.
the so even the interrogation scene didn't move you at all then, but apparently
I thought it was funny. It was fun. Like I liked it. I enjoyed
Uh,
it. I just like I did like what y'all was saying though. I didn't feel those emotions though. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I guess it'll connect to you because you
cancel.
definitely in a minority on that because everybody mostly saying it's 10 out of 10 online too. So I guess it's whatever. But so we talk about episode 2 quickly.
Okay.
Just gonna start us off with, man, quickly. How you feel about Lanterns episode 2? Did it continue the train? Maybe not being peak, but it's still going up to you. Did it episode 1? Did it drop off or did it continue going up? Because we was both big on episode 1.
Um, maybe they're gonna explain it in like the later episodes, but as I remember in the first episode at the end, what's his name had got shot in his head and he was sitting
Yep.
on the bleachers and this and that. And I was thinking based on that, we were gonna get some type of story on that in this episode. Cause you know how they like to foreshadow and then they like to go back
Go
and tell
back.
you all the
Yep.
events that happened up until that point. And we didn't get that. I thought when he got shot at the what's the name at the ranch, that was
The
like,
ranch.
oh, like a part of like what's gonna happen to him,
Yeah.
XYZ, but it wasn't.
No.
I
What
can't say this episode is good as the last one though. I can't say that.
what
Um
what rating would you give it?
Probably a eight.
That's still
Probably an
great.
eight.
That's still great. So it did continue to be good for you then at least.
It was good. It just wasn't as good as the last one. Last
That,
one
but
was
but eight is still
10
good
out
for
of 10.
TV shows. That's good.
Yeah, it was good.
But you
It was good.
still
I did have
you
some
still
questions
invested.
about the ending though.
All right, I can answer
Um
some of them.
oh, okay, yeah. I
But
just didn't know the importance of who he was talking to at
that's
the
what some of the
end.
things. Okay, yeah, that's some of the things. As a what's the name fan, so one thing that right quick for me, episode 9 for me is very good because I feel like more so for the small stuff like that, like the person you don't know, other stuff they're hinting it, and if you didn't read the comments, you don't know, but it still keeps it interesting for people that didn't watch it. But quickly about the thing you talking about earlier episode, I don't even remember, but they did like a time skip. That was like 10 years later when Hal died. That was in 2026, and the current thing is in 2016. So I understand what you
Oh, I
say.
see.
Yeah, so I
I
understand
see.
what you're saying. Yeah, what you want to see, but I think they was doing it just tease what's going to happen. I don't. Eventually, yeah, they'll talk about 2026, but they wanted to like show us like this the end of this mystery. So I think they did that to like hype up the mystery, like cause we are just starting on the surface of the mystery. So that showing at the end is gonna be like, man, what is happening with this? Like it's like a lot more we don't know about the mystery of how it end up getting bodied and crazy. So I don't think they're gonna really go back to that. But the person we see at the end is Sinestro. Hendo, I know you probably not a comment, but you probably know who Sinestro is at least. Sinestro, I'm not gonna spoil anything he is, but well, I guess it's not a big spoiler. He was Hal's mentor, so he was in the Green Lanterns at first. But before Hal Jordan, he was his mentor, but then he eventually betrayed them. So that's why you see he's in jail now. So that's what I said about that. So that's like a big character. That's like another thing was like, Sinestro, because he's like a one like it's like Hal Sinestro. He's like a very like it's kind of like Obito Amado or whatever, like or like where it's like a very good character or antagonist. He's like that level antagonist. He's a good foil to Hal Jordan the Green Lantern basically. Um, so yeah, that's that at the end. But yeah, any more questions? That's it. Just to do it at the end.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, and then also in the middle for Hendo Goraka, in the middle they also showed there's theories that I don't know Hendo like the LeBar dude, the white man that made John go on that mission or whatever. Some people think he's a part of the Red Lanterns, that he's Atrocitus. I don't know if you know who Atrocitus is.
I think I do. I thought Atrocitus was huge though.
Yeah, but we think if I remember correctly, and he's able to like make himself look different. And
Got you.
so one of the origin stories, I think exactly origin story is Atrocitus. You remember his world was jacked up, so that's why he got so much rage and all that stuff. So we're thinking the Manhunters messed up, and that's why he's down there to find them, and that's why he like maybe they can't get close, because maybe the Manhunters can sense like lanterns and stuff like that. So maybe that's why they can't get close. So I think that's clear and cut. He's Atrocitus because he's like a ball, even though he's on the ball, but still, I think he's like he kind of like let like try a small bit. So I think so that's another thing that prepares it to me. So I'm like, oh my god, hearing this, his world got destroyed, so we're gonna see the Red Lanterns. But it was an honor me, good, continue, got me more invested with the plot. Join and also another funny thing, Joseph, remember like Hal was looking at John kind of crazy when he made like the bird. So being able
Yeah.
to create a construct, a living construct never heard of, and being able it to have its own life and not have to rely on the wielder, because John didn't have the ring no more. So John isn't powering it. It's just like it's there by itself. So that's another thing with Lannis fans. I don't even know him about the plot line that Hal did some crazy things, but it's also leading to that good story. One of the good stories I'm talking about, that's one like the biggest story that the DC can do. That's also that like that's hinting at that storyline of how seeing John do that and he can't do that and different stuff like that. So all some of that stuff like that was very good. But what would you rate the episode, Hendo? So you said last except for a five. Was this a five to you then?
No, I get this one like an 8.5. I like this
Wow.
episode a lot
Damn,
better
really?
than the
Wow.
first one because like one, I liked how I mean obviously this is a detective show, right? But like I like how good of a detective freaking Hal is though, right? So like when he like went to the morgue and took the people like first of all, so he found out the metal detector wasn't a metal detector, right? So then he brought the alien through it, and he was like, "Oh, so it detects aliens." Right? I'm like, what the heck? And so now it's like, bro, he was like, why were you hiding this from me? To like the sheriff and stuff, right? He was like, you was trying to make all this mess, XYZ ABC. Whole time you knew that these were alien, you knew these people were aliens or whatever, but you just wouldn't want to tell me or whatever. And so I thought like that progress was interesting. Of course, he got shot at the rancher's farm for like trespass and blah blah blah. I want to know who that is, right? Who the heck is his benefactor that's
How
giving
do
him
you
this
get that
alien
tech?
technology that
Yeah,
even a
yeah.
Green Lantern has no idea about,
Maybe
right? And so
Sinestro?
he is like, this is a pretty, I don't
Oh, I
know,
don't
but
know.
like that's like some pretty
That was
crazy
interesting.
technology. Right. And I'm like, dang, like, okay. So, like, obviously, whoever backing him is somebody crazy. Hal Jordan making the bird, right? I liked how not Hal Jordan, John
John.
Stewart making the bird, and like Hal looked at it like, okay, and like, huh. And then, but obviously, John don't realize what he did. And not only that, he took the ring off. Bird was still there. Bird flew with him there and back, and it was still conscious
With him,
or
yeah.
still there after he got knocked out multiple times. So I'm like, yo, this guy is crazy. Because it's like that just started opening up a world of possibilities, right? So like I thought that was cool. Of course, seeing a lantern, I thought that was dope.
I'm gonna get to that
Um,
J dot. Definitely.
I thought all that was like cool. I like how we kind of got more personable with the sheriff. She wasn't like just tripping the whole time. And I like so right now, if I had to like get like my
Like
most
the series?
suspicious characters,
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold
um,
on, wait. Let's say that for the listener. So finish your listening. 'Cause I
okay,
was gonna ask the question after the last question is, who do y'all think the manhunter is? But first, finish your Sorry, but finish your review of it. If if that's it, then
okay,
then I'm gonna go to mine.
that's it. That's it. I get it was like an 8.5. I That has me looking forward to like the next episode, for sure. But I thought it was dope. I liked it a lot.
Okay, our last question, like Hendo was already saying, and J that already said down in the comments. Who is y'all number one or in order, like top five suspicions on who the manhunter is? Do you think it's more than one, or you think it's one manhunter? Do y'all think so? The highest ones, like Jedi said, Jedi think it's the wife. That's what a lot of people say. That's number one, or like the sheriff. Wait, Jedi, do you think it's the sheriff or like the
Sure.
old lady wife, Jedi? Which one you like? Which wife you think? But most people think it's the sheriff. Then like the cowboy dude. Then like the older wife that John slept with. Some of the people think it's like the kid. That would be crazy. And it's somebody else. And like the lawyer. Some people think it'd be the lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer.
So do y'all think it's somebody in the family or it's somebody we haven't even seen yet? The manhunter.
To be honest, I think it's the old man, the
Jada said
cowboy
old
dude's
lady.
wife.
Yeah, listen, Jada just said that too. He talking about
I
old lady.
think it's
Okay.
because she is like the most like out of all the
Something
characters.
going on with
She might be the most suspenseful because like you can't really pick up on her. Like you don't really know much about her and
her.
XYZ. So I think she has the most cause,
Yeah.
or that's a reason why the cowboy dude is even keeping her around this long. Maybe that's why
Mm.
they even connected the way
Do
they
do you
did.
so you
You
so
know what
you
I'm saying?
probably saying she possibly a benefactor too? You thinking that too? Maybe that she the person that give him the alien tech?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
I think she's benefiting too.
Okay. Do you have that? Do you have like a number two that if not her or not really? She's just one, clearly number one. Do you have like a number two that's possibly
The sheriff.
sheriff? Okay, okay. That's what most people say. That's their top two really. Hendo, how about you? You have the same sentiment?
Yeah, I'm thinking sheriff probably my
Sheriff
one
first
for
though. Okay,
now.
okay.
Um, I do find the old dude, the cowboy, find him strange because I'm like, why does he
Cowboy dude
want
said
like
because he
Hal to
protecting her.
leave so fast? Right? Like
Mm.
I don't understand why he wants him to get out of town so fast. And so it's like to me that's weird because I'm like, you would think if you got aliens potentially invading your town, you would want a Green Lantern to kind of sniff that stuff out. But to me, that means that obviously he's hiding something. But I think that's the too obvious choice.
That's what I was thinking
I
too.
think
Yeah.
the old lady is Loki kind of an obvious choice
Oh, she
too.
think okay.
I don't think like I know a lot of people were saying it's sheriff, but to me that isn't as obvious based off of how she's been trying to like. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
all
keep this
this
town from
time.
falling apart. There's all the aliens coming here, right? It seems very sincere, and
Mm.
I'm not buying it. So
Okay.
I think it's the sheriff.
Yeah, I think I'm with y'all sentiment. The older cowboy dude, of course, he's like the most obvious because he's hiding something. He's but like you said, I think it's too obvious. But I think I think he's just hiding the tech because he don't want to. Like I think Hal said, if I'm not wrong, he was like he never seen that on like any world tech that could just identify alien, and
Yeah,
and I don't know. I guess he just don't want him to deal with it. 'Cause it's something. Oh, the reason he don't want to because something going on with the manhunters. He remember the alien that was at first. He was like, "We are here for vengeance." And you remember, I think Hal asked him or her. He was like, "Oh, the sheriff or the cowboy dude was like, yo, did you like the alien said that he's here for vengeance? But did you hear that?" And then she was like, so that town did something when the alien man went there and landed or the alien, the town captured them, fucked them up, killed the last. I don't know. It did something to them, so that's why the alien said he back to spin a block. So that's why he's
yeah.
scared of. So the humans did something, but yeah, I think if I had to say, I guess outside the box, I said a lawyer, maybe. I don't know, because he like low key. Maybe it could be him. He trying to stay out the way. He trying to look like
I'm
that. He
thinking
trying to
lawyer
help
too.
Hal. Maybe, but
They
if
both
if
suspicious,
not them,
bro.
out of the typical ones, I say it's more so the sheriff. I think the old lady. It's kind of obvious, like the older man too. So I'm gonna say because she's like Joseph said, like the one you can't get a read on. That she's like kind of more weird. You don't know why she did what she doing. If she supporting her husband, if she going out sleeping with people,
Like,
she like
look,
Right.
but she also knew who John was, so why would you purposely go do that? And she know John would have too, so why you doing that to stir the pot up? So yeah, she's probably been off it too, because you can't get a read on her. But sorry, Joseph, what are you gonna say?
nah, you remember that part when what's the name? Jordan, was it Jordan? What's
When
bro name? I forgot
how
his name.
how Jordan or John?
The other one,
John, the black one,
John.
John.
It was
Yeah,
John. When John was talking to her at the diner, and he was like, "So, what type of relationship y'all have? Like this and that?"
yeah,
And she was like, I just deal with him, but when I need a break, I just leave for
yeah.
a while and I come back. So when she leave for a while,
Going to
she's
space.
sniping.
Yeah,
Hey, she going to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the show. I like the Mercy. They brought the Mercy, and I can't wait to see what they do. And I can't wait to see. I know the show, or later on, eventually, it's going to build more in scope, more in scope, more in scope. Because a lot of people, one thing they don't like it, Joseph, is that they're supposed to be basically space police, and they doing a small crime type stuff. But I feel like it make it better because it's going to get bigger in the next season, bigger. And then it said, I think John already confirmed to be in the next Superman movie. So clearly he has to be Green Lantern by then. So they could be finding crazy. So I can't wait to go get bigger. So if y'all got any more last words about the Lancers, we end up. Okay, we appreciate
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Like I said, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And I see you, Jada. I also said to share him to the lawyer. I think it's him. But like, subscribe, and comment down for more. I'm saying it again, said 30 times, repeat myself. Appreciate all the likes, the comments on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want. And join the bandwagon now, because later on, so you can be OGs like Jada and Bubba, excuse me, and you can flex that you've been here since day one. So you want some bragging rights, go and join it right now, sub it right now. We appreciate all the love and support, man. There was a treat, like I said, this one was crazy. Y'all had a longer one. And we'll catch y'all, ladies and gentlemen, next week for some more peak bleach and some more peak Lancers. Y'all stay safe. Y'all take it easy until next time.